Empty backfield. Huge short ball rejected. Gooden was just batted back in his face. Jack Sawyer did that.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. How are we? Let me get the scoreboard up for you. Hi, Phantom. Hi, Furball. Hi, Bank. How we doing, everybody? How we doing, everyone? We are watching the Cotton Bowl right now. Let me get the scoreboard up for you. I'm a little behind. Let me get this up for you. Oh. Oh, thank you, Phantom. That's so sweet. There we go. There we are. How we doing, guys? We are watching the Cotton Bowl. Got a fun night of football here tonight. We got Texas and Ohio State. Notre Dame last night was a nail biter. It was down to the very end, wasn't it? Hi, Fishman. How are you? My hoops are giving Texas great luck. Oh, really, Bank?
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your school's saying first before saying it.
Who we got tonight, chat? Ohio State or Texas? Winner goes to the national championship. High Tide. We'll wait for some of you guys to trickle in here. OSU by 20. Yeah, I think it's going to be a rough one. I think it's going to be a rough one. I think it's going to be a rough one. I think it's going to be a rough one. Oh, wow.
Yes, every single day we prep everything in our store. Onions, jalapenos,
Oh,
cilantro.
wow. All right, hold on, guys.
Looks pretty fresh to me.
Fresh ingredients every day.
Delicious.
Go to GreatClips.com and get your coupon. It's the college football playoff, and Great Clips is celebrating with a haircut for just $9.99. For a limited time, you can get game ready with a fresh cut. Go to GreatClips.com/football and get your coupon.
Hi, Albert. How are you? I'm okay, Fishman. Oh, my God.
So, how about that mustache?
Oh, we don't like it?
Shave it.
CEO Mark Stewart. Welcome to the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic.
We're alive.
Goodyear, we know the
We are
journey is
alive.
as important as the destination. Whether
We
driving
are
to the game or
alive.
setting out on a new adventure,
As I cough up along, right? Let me change the
Goodyear
tags
Cotton
for
Bowl
you all.
Quality, safety, and performance. As we celebrate the two awesome teams today, we also celebrate our Goodyear associates who build and install our premium tires so you can have the perfect fit for your vehicle.
Hi, Ryan. How are you? Happy New Year.
Goodyear,
Put it Ohio State. And Texas. All right. Let me put college football playoff. Uh-oh. Can I not add that? Let's see. Playoff. There we go. So the game is here? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. If you guys are just tuning in here for the first time, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Hi, Tiger Claws. Yep, Ohio State is here. What's your score prediction? Chat, Spam those score predictions in the chat. Spam them, spam them, spam those score predictions in the chat. Hi, Sith Lord. How are you? Hi, David. Score predictions in the chat and who you got winning. That guy looks like a dad. All right, we're already 3rd and 3 here for Ohio State. Ohio State by double digits. Will Howard playing some of the best football here towards the end of the stretch. Everything just clicking for the Buckeyes in playoffs. 45-43. Holy, that's high. Oh. I'm good, Tiger Claws. I'm not rooting for either team. I just want a good game. Too fresh.
Well, one, this happened about
Ayo,
a week ago.
there we go. Huge first down. And Lauren's in the building.
About a week ago. About a week ago.
Well, one, this happened about a week ago.
This happened about a week ago. That's right. That is right. Texas is playing in their backyard, but Ohio State travels well. So we'll see who comes out on top of the Cotton Bowl. All right, Will Howard. Deep ball. Holy. Just a little too high.
Will Howard has been incredibly precise in the playoff. 7 of 8 shots before that pass, Kirk.
And this is the exact play that they ran when they scored the touchdown against Oregon. The exact same play. The difference is Makuba is in position.
Let me
job of anticipating that, and he had a shot to go up there and make a play on the ball, but much better coverage that time. And by the way, Texas sitting back with their 2 safeties. They want to keep everything in front of Ohio State's receivers.
Man.
Make
All
them
right.
have to earn it down the field.
They hand off Judkins. Goes forward. Texas is the best team in the country, Kirk, at preventing explosive plays.
What is?
In the first quarter.
How do?
And one of the best scoring
Oh, there's something in my.
Yeah, they've been outstanding all year. I think that I just talked
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Ohio State might feel like they're at home because of the snow.
especially as good as their red zone defense has been. They want Ohio State to have to get into that red zone and earn their way into the end zone, not give them any of these big plays.
Fringe field goal range at the moment in this 3rd and 6 play. Howard across the middle finds the seam in the zone and converts again to Abuka.
Now they go trips like a wide bunch look out to the left. Watch the linebacker here, Anthony Hill. Watch his eyes. He gets out there. He wants to help. Meanwhile, they attack right back into the middle. Good feel that time by Will Howard. Used his eyes to move Anthony Hill and then comes back into the reliable Emeka Abuka for that catch. Making quick decisions here on this opening drive.
Tobian Henderson is the back. Howard took a look that way and now fires across the middle. Abuka's got it again.
All right, Abuka is moving. Would be more interesting if Alabama was in it. Oh, you're one of those people, Jacoyas. You're one of those people.
Trying to attack, and they're doing that here. They're seeing that safety look. It makes a lot of sense. They probably
You're one of those fans. Yes, please, all share the live. Do me a huge favor. Get your friends on in here. We are watching college football playoff action. There's Chip Kelly. Go Ducks.
Texas stout in the red zone. Ohio State has a
All right, 1st and goal for Ohio State. Let's see what they put together here. Oh, damn, you got to have 2 hands on that. You got to have 2 hands on that.
That's a long ride by Will Howard, and he's waiting to feel.
One share could change the world. I need a hug, by the way. I need a freaking big ol' hug. How about Notre Dame winning yesterday against Penn State? Yeah, I had that coming. I had that one coming. Hi, Jalen. How are you?
Sophomore right into his hands for the touchdown and just not able to secure it.
It becomes important, of course, if the Buckeyes can
5 great days of football, right? Let's ride.
Judkins had to dodge traffic and then
Ohio State in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Oh, my God. It's going to be a long night. Thank you, David.
I'll tell you, Chris, that time they used Jeremiah Smith to
Yeah. Had some crappy stuff happen today. So, in my personal life that, you know, I have no control over, and I just, like, okay, I just got to deal. Thank you, Sith Lord. Thank you, Jacoyas. Thanks, Phantom. Thanks, David.
And it's been Quinshon Junkins with his shot.
And a couple of touchdowns in the first round game against Tennessee. That's his 11th rushing touchdown
Wow.
this year, the former Ole Miss Rebel.
Chris, watch, like I said, they moved Jeremiah Smith, but watch the effort, the communication. Shabula, the right guard, communicates, does a good job of picking up that blitzing linebacker. Gives a chance for the power running. You know he's undersized. He comes physical.
In the CFP, Ohio State 3 for 3 touchdowns on their opening drive.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed.
We'll be fine, Jacoyas. Don't you worry.
Still got a tin. Or that your pump up
Still.
for everyone.
I love that. This commercial where he's playing Fight Song on the
Or
headphones.
sacking off the field. Yeah, that's not guaranteed.
So
You know what
funny.
AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, the deals you want,
Hold on.
and the service you deserve. Or we'll make it right. That's the AT&T guarantee.
Should have just done it. Full-time fans, you get
Wait.
the season everything you
What?
got. And I've got
Hold
my
on.
eyes on you. I'm the Modelo recruiter, and I'm the
1 second, guys.
fans. Because that kind of dedication deserves a Modelo.
Believe me,
What
when
the
it comes to
fudge?
investing, you'll love Carl's Way. Take a left here, please. But there's a Carl's Way is
All
the
right.
best way.
Is it? At Schwab, how I choose to invest is up to me.
Exactly. I can invest in trade.
Hold on, guys. I gotta move this
And I
down.
let them manage some investments for me too.
Let's move on, shall we? No can do.
I'll get out here.
Where are you going?
Schwab.
Schwab, a modern
Ah.
approach to wealth management.
Okay, actually, maybe I do. Jeez, this needs to move up. How bizarre. Oh my, okay. Hi, Danny, how are you? You ready to talk some bets for tomorrow? Bolt up all the way to the AFC title. I don't want FanDuel, I don't want, oh, McAfee again? Yes, Fishman, thank you. I forgot about Field Pass, thank you. Because we got the A team also in the booth, so. You got the Cotton Bowl on one TV, WWE SmackDown on another, Bridget on the phone. Love it. I love that.
Me and Jerry Magalanis, ACC Whitecap, who has been given the incredible honor of calling the college football playoff semifinal game, have a little chat about what his expectations are. Right there, he said, I was with you in cold-ass Columbus a few weeks ago.
I was with you in cold-ass Columbus.
I asked him about the game clock operator situation last night. He said, yeah, that happens sometimes. More often in that stadium than others. Had to break a record.
Had to break a record.
His reps have been great.
Rams, Vikings, Monday night. I know, it's going to be a good one, Ryan. Hi, Stevie. How are you?
And Will Howard has been the story. Nobody talked about him being an NFL guy, D-Bunch.
I mean, he's made himself a lot of money in these playoffs. These are the biggest games. This is when everybody's watching. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of those guys that jumps up that board late in the draft process.
Ohio State has won first quarters 42-0 thus far in this playoffs. And that continued for them as Jaden Fielding hits wide. 16 deep. That's a big-time kickoff by the little fella. By little fella, I mean thick. He's a very thick guy. Generates a lot of power. Very lean. Thick, yeah. No, lean, yeah.
Lean, mean machine.
Texas Longhorns offense come back out. And the story coming in was you can't let Ohio State just thump you early.
Yeah, if Ohio State starts thumping you early, it's going to be bad. We've seen that happen last 2 rounds. They are on a mission. It ain't just about the offense. All right, Quinn Ewers with the ball back.
See if they get something going here.
Goes in motion. He's a masterpiece there.
Taken down. There's that defense I'm talking about. There is some energy on this Ohio State team that I have not seen before. Like,
Look at the whole defensive line. Tommy Williams gets a great push inside. Cody Simon comes up there to help clean it up.
Nose brought 6 there. Quinn Ewers. Play action.
all right, first down for Texas.
First down. What a bounce back by Texas.
All right, we'll see if UT can keep putting these pickups together. If you're just joining us, we are watching the Cotton Bowl live on my channel and FanDuel's channel. We have 5 straight days of playoff action. Let's go.
I will say it's a perfect night in AT&T Stadium.
Oh, Texas is moving. Texas is picking it up. We could have a long game, folks. We could have a long-ass game. Oh, thank you, Phantom. Yes, guys, make sure you are sharing the stream. Make sure you are sharing the stream.
22-yard reception there.
Hi, Birdman. I'm doing okay. Not 100%, but
At all times, Quinn Ewers fakes the end around.
I'm faking it till I make it up today.
Overshoots Quinn straight beyond Weisner there. As we try to resettle it here, the Ohio State Buckeye defense. Little bit of a buzzsaw hit you there.
Big plus on every second and long. Got to get back on track.
I believe they just put Bevo up on the jumbotron. Is Bevo on your side?
No, he's in the tunnel to your guy's right.
Oh, is Bevo allowed at the Cotton Bowl? I guess he must, because it's not that far.
Yeah, we saw him getting backed in when we were a little bathroom break before a game.
Let me know what you guys are sweating tonight. We are going to be putting together our NFL parlay at halftime. Our friend Bladen from FanDuel is going to be coming on to hang with us and help us put it together. Hi, Brian. How are you? There's Bevo. There's Bevo. Ooh, false start offense. Ohio State fans are going to take credit for that.
Williams, right tackle. He's 6'5", 335.
Oh, I did not know that, Birdman. I did not.
Offensive linemen are able to stay so still, not even allowed to flinch.
AT&T Stadium is a lot bigger than Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. But this is not AT&T Stadium. This is the Cotton Bowl.
Gotta be able to operate.
Unless they're playing it. Are they playing it at AT&T instead? I don't think so. Oh, they're playing it at AT&T, Lauren? Or... Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I see. Oh, never mind. I see it now. I thought that they were playing. I thought because of the weather or whatever they were talking about. Okay, got it. Never mind. I like read something wrong with the whole. Yeah. All right, so Tech's gonna have to punt it away. I'm gonna need to go to the bathroom soon.
Inside the 10, perfect operation from the punter. Babyface assassin, Will Howard in the
Babyface assassin, Will Howard. What a name, Babyface assassin.
First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa.
Hi Tim, how are you?
Meanwhile, at a Virgo, when other vacations.
Ooh, where does Quinn Ewers end up next year? It's a great question, Nick. Do you think he's a valuable quarterback? He's kind of flown under the radar under, you know, some of the bigger names this season.
And this is not a penthouse. It's an Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
I don't think I've ever seen AT&T with the roof retracted.
Finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions. Nerds. Big tropical fan, are we? Lucky you. I saw you just got an upgraded tropical smoothie. 2 words.
We are gonna be having some fun at halftime. Our friend Bladen from FanDuel is gonna be coming on and helping us make our parlay for the weekend, our big chat parlay. We'll be talking about this game, peeping some prospect action for what the draft's gonna look like, especially with players in this game.
Bronze exclusive wild card playoff game that's coming Saturday. The Steelers, the Ravens. They're a prime Super Bowl contender.
Ah, interesting, Sith.
Bronze exclusive wild card playoff game. Steelers, Ravens, Saturday at 7.
Shoot, I really am gonna need. Damn it! I can't believe it's like I've only been live for 20-something minutes, and I already need to go to the bathroom. Ohio State defense is elite. This is the battle of two high-powered defenses, and that's where the game will be won. It's where the game will be won.
$7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. Mouthwatering, decadent, and only $7. It's Lux.
Woo!
For less. The new $7 Lux Cravings box. Only.
All right.
Taco Bell.
One's in the chat if you got Ohio State winning, 2 for Texas. One's in the chat for Ohio State to win, 2 for Texas. Lauren, do I seem blown out? It's just the lights. It's adjusting more than normal. It's so God. It didn't used to do it this much, and so I'm like, and I didn't change a setting.
Having a great time during the break, having a conversation about, how you speak in different places.
Right, so in the auto switch, yeah. Which I usually like to have it on. Right, close to the cam. Okay.
10 touchdowns on the year for the Texas Longhorns was in the tent, seemingly limping left foot, you don't know, or ankle. We'll keep our ears
Sage the room.
here in Texas. Will Howard.
Right here is good. Okay.
Fresh off a touchdown drive.
All right, screen.
Let's get the ball into his hands. Untackleable. Shake, bake, gain of 3. They're in that play against Oregon for a touchdown.
Yeah. Get the ball in his hands. Just give him some touches. And see what happens. Usually good things do.
Jeremiah didn't make a catch that we normally assume he would make, which would have been superhuman. Tate dropped the ball in the first drive. They still scored a touchdown.
Gotta lean in from time to time. It's probably because of how I had moved the lights, and that they're right here. Like maybe after the season we can mess around with that. Hauser, thank you so much for the 40 months. Thank you. Happy 40 months. What color would you like to change the microphone to?
Tate across the middle field, just like AJ talked about earlier. We both on the same page. Boom, sit in the window, hit him, let him get a couple after the catch. First down. Now you out of that shadow of your own end zone.
Red, you got it. All right.
Italian sub he was cooking up.
Yeah, there's something along the lines with mayo, cheese, some sauces. It was delicious and a first down.
Well, Howard goes under center looking to do that throwback play that they've done a few different times during the playoffs. And Will Howard can move. A lot of people don't expect that because he is tall and milk skin.
Sneaky fast.
I'm talking about whole.
How far am I from the fires? About an hour away. Yeah, but I have a lot of family who's evacuated, and then some friends who have lost their homes, which has been pretty awful. You love Red, Tim? I love that Pat McAfee calls Will Howard the baby assassin.
Henderson, who has multiple touchdowns in multiple games, takes the end around, makes a cut. Great block from G. Scott Jr.
Trevion Henderson, oh my lord.
I'll take this one out of bounds for another first down. Ohio State.
All right, I need everyone to cheer me the fudge up today, all right?
Breakaway speed, we know. It seems like every time he gets the corner, he's usually gone. Just watch the
Pat McAfee is a beast, yes.
that he has.
junkies too. You got pony
Sets up
packets
his
in
block
there.
so nice.
Yeah,
Just
smooth.
sets up the defenders. That was just like last night. Allen was blocking for Singleton. Now we got Junkins clearing the way for Henderson, who's flanked out wide. Will Howard fakes the quick out, delays. G. Scott Jr. over the middle. What a seed from Will Howard, and what a catch from tight end, Mr. Scott Jr. That was a ball.
It was. I was a little
I think double OT might take its toll on the Longhorns. Well, my whole thing is I don't think they're going to be able to play fourth quarter football against Ohio State. They will be gassed.
On time, on target, stepped into it. Like both guys are
They will be gassed.
damn near right into each other.
That's a window right there. And he threw that
That's
right
just
at us.
my
G. Scott was
my
lower in the frame when I was watching.
guess.
That's a lot of trust. That's a lot of work. That's an offense.
Because they gave up that, big lead against ASU.
Hitting in all cylinders.
Barely hung on there.
Well, Howard hands it off, gain of nothing. At some point, Texas is going to get a stop, going to compound that A.J. Hall. Yeah, I'm wondering. I want to. Leg push. Leg push. 2 flags.
Who's this on?
We're here to play football, not flight.
One of those Ohio State offensive line, like they threw a little punch. AJ, what the hell they teaching out
Looked
there?
like it was. It's always the second guy that gets caught, right? You got to be the first one. They're talking to Henderson as if it was him. I don't know if it was an offensive lineman. You see number 51 there.
See, wait, the Chargers beat the Texans. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, right. Key to stopping Texas is stopping their run game. Facts. Can't let the ground and pound we saw last night. The Buckeyes are stopping everything right now.
Oh, no, that was a left to the face.
Oh, I thought it was 7-4. That was a quick left.
Nice little jab there to Alex January's face.
If I'm a Texas fan, now I don't want to see guys getting tossed out or nothing like that. But if I'm a Texas fan, we need to take a look.
It was open hand.
Oh, that's the difference?
I think that's in the rule book again.
Oh, okay.
Jerry Magalanis' crew is going to say, first quarter, Cotton Bowl, tensions are high. Let's not ruin a good game.
That D-line ain't nothing nice. Second and 24. Oh, Will Howard getting taken down. Oh.
Then there's a penalty. Then all of a sudden it's another no gain and third. It is 60-degree for the Ohio State Buckeyes at their own 48.
Wow. That, what a stop.
Freshman of the year right there. Colin Simmons getting in on that big play.
I don't know how many 3rd and 26 plays you got. The number 4 is on the field, so maybe it's possible. Will Howard checks it down to Junkins. Tackled in the flat.
Yeah, not going to be enough on a 3rd and 26. 4th down in eternity. Ooh. Wow, end of the first quarter already. All right, let me go use the restroom. That was a fast first quarter. Holy cow. Holy cow. That was a fast first quarter. I'm going to go use the restroom. If anyone wants to help a girl out and DJ it up while your girl's in the bathroom, that would be amazeballs. I will see you guys after the break, and we will come back for the second quarter of the Cotton Bowl. It's Ohio State, Texas. The Buckeyes are up 7. I will see you in a little bit.
Deep breath. And bring it home. A perfect start and romancing the steel. Gorgeous, tight rotation. Now this, the final element, threading the needle into a one-arm thrust. And we've been waiting for what could be, and there it is, the pinky promise. Tremendous, tremendous performance.
If you love to travel, Capital One has
has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
What's my favorite word?
Bodacious.
What's my favorite word?
Bodacious.
Play on my court, can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Sonic in the SEC. A match made in football heaven.
What is that?
What is that?
Ooh, what is that?
It's the Genesis. Something you'll get used to saying a lot.
Personal foul.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Every player on both teams. Automatic. Shut it down.
Personal foul.
Illegal touching. Hands to the back. Stiff arm. No. Don't touch me. Asshole at the bar. Automatic. Free drink.
Big boys have been causing big problems. Now Ohio State wasn't able to pick up the 3rd and 20, so they will punt the ball. No fair catch. We got a wall. We got space. We got opportunity. Remember, Texas had a massive kickoff return last week against Arizona State that they needed, obviously, in the dub. He had that wall set up. You're right, Tone. Silas pulled it. All this went back-to-back nights. Back-to-back games with big returns. Almost fumbled it away as well. You got ball security's job security. It doesn't matter how many yards you get before you fumble it away. Nobody cares. He's able to recover because he's a freak athlete. Now Texas takes the field. You know, the off-block ball every once in a while gets it.
All right, how we doing, everybody?
As if he was bouncing it off the ground. He's a great weapon for Texas. I'll be excited to watch what he does the rest of the evening.
Lauren, DJ it up. DJ Lauren in the house.
Ransom in the backfield. Boys, what are your thoughts down there on how this game is starting?
5 great days of football. That's right. Ha! Are you salt because you're sodium? Fine. That's so funny. John G. Wentworth, thank you for the follow. Awake. Hi, J Money. How you doing? Where's everyone at? It's a small crowd tonight. Where's everyone at? We need to wake up. Get this chat moving. Thank you. I needed that, Phantom. Thank you.
Out in the open field. Got a flag down.
Couldn't even guess what they're calling it. It didn't look like a hold. It didn't look like helmet to helmet.
Might be PI. Legal man downfield. Let's see. Few guesses.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 2 offense. 15-yard penalty. 3 plays, second down.
Number 2 offense. It's Matthew Golden. We were literally just talking about him. 15 yards. That's a drive killer. And that's a field position changer as well.
I don't know if you guys have been seeing him down there, but this is my first time seeing Isaiah Bond on the field for the Texas Longhorns. Out split wide left.
He's been on and off. I don't know if they're trying to save that ankle, if it's full all the way back or not, but he's been on and off for sure.
Second and forever. Ball on their own 14. Quinn Ewers checks it down in the middle for a very good game to get a little bit of an opportunity to.
We all need to laugh every once in a while, right? Not bad. Appear to be. You are in the clear. Oh, good, J Money. You make every hangout better, so imagine how lame the party is if you're not here. Oh. Oh, thank you.
It's kind of a weird thing. Quinn Ewers going to go Rich Gannon sidearm to make a play.
Oh, Quinn Ewers taken down. Quinn Ewers taken down.
GB on the blitz. You see it goes after the ball too. This is an intelligent football player. Watch this. Coming from your right, the screen's right here. Overload blitz. Here we go. Just punch that ball. Ooh, actually.
Hi, Anthony. Who do I think will win, OSU or Texas? I think Ohio State takes it.
Sonny Styles did get it. And you see Quinn was looking to his left the whole time. Great coverage on the back end, tied in with the pressure up front. Usually a recipe for success.
2 balls on the ground for Texas, getting great bounces. Caleb Downs takes the long punt. Kansas gains nothing. Back to their 32. Good job on the punt team trying to flip it a little bit. Will Howard and the Ohio State Buckeyes offense on the other side.
Hold on.
Dr. Pepper invites you to enjoy the magic of Playoff-uary.
Playoff-uary.
It's a full month of the college.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, hopefully Chargers will have a good run. Nice earrings. Thank you.
See, it starts in December and eats up most of January. It's like the holidays, but for college.
How many of you guys in here, whose teams are in the playoffs? Whose teams are in the playoffs?
Well, almost every fan. A Fansville Playoff-uary special.
A t-shirt launcher? Careful with that, young man.
'Tis the season for the postseason.
All aboard the playoff bandwagon.
And for Dr. Pepper.
We're under the mistletoe.
And if we all believe, State will make a deep playoff run.
Why do we look like this?
Dad, do you really think that State has a chance?
Sure, but their defense will have to play.
Your smiles were right in the sunset. Thank you.
College football,
Bills,
it's a Pepper thing.
NFL, your Rams. There you go, Brian. Lions got the 1 seed. That's right, Anthony. You're sitting pretty this weekend. I'm here so I won't get fined. Yeah. We got lots of Marshawn Lynches in here sitting here so they won't get fined.
What if it's treasure? What if the treasure is cursed? Rob has a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, his finances aren't one of them. Become a member today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Have you ever dreamt of getting 2 of your fave Wendy's items for $7? Like a spicy chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs? Well, today's the day your oddly specific dream comes true. Pretty good dream.
You need the 1 seed bad.
$7, gotta be Wendy's.
Introducing new Oroxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Oroxon Gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the heights of intimacy. New Oroxon ED treatment.
Okay. Interesting commercials. Hi, Stovey. How are you? How we doing, everybody? We are watching the Cotton Bowl College Football Playoff semifinal between Ohio State and Texas. Winner goes to the national championship.
State Farm is there.
It's game day, and you messed up the snacks. Time to call an audible with DoorDash. Your door to game day greatness. Your door to more. DoorDash.
Ohio State, Texas, 2 different conferences forever. But there is some history. Let's go to the 2009 Fiesta Bowl. Matt Brown, Jim Tressel, Terrell Pryor makes a big-time play, AJ. Todd Beckman.
I'm on my way, Stovey. I'm not quite there yet, but, you know. Oh, thank you, Phantom. I really need that. Hi, Giovanna. How are you? Good to see you, girl. Here for the laughs. I will try. I will try. All right, let's see what Will Howard puts together here on this drive.
Will Howard, rolling to his left. Crossbody throw to Tank. The completion. Let's move the ball down the field.
Who was the exciting white wide receiver on that Texas team? Shipley? Yes, George Shipley.
Oh, yeah.
He was a fisherman alongside Colt McCoy, remember? Texas has so much history in this beautiful sport. And I think it's because their fans are everywhere. This state loves ball. And they love that this Texas team is back to back semifinal appearances. Let's get the ball to Tate. He dropped the touchdown earlier. Let's beat him. Make sure he knows that we love him. First down, Ohio State. Easy. First 2 plays.
Moving along, 2 completions, Will Howard moving the sticks. This momentum going, keep Will Howard in the rhythm. He's been upright too. Hasn't seemed like he's been under much pressure so far.
Will Howard hanging out, having a time in the pocket. Chip Kelly. Get back 1,000.
Yeah, Ryan Day is a Chip Kelly guy.
Pressure throws it away. That's the first time anybody's gotten home. That's Bill Norton. That's Bill Norton. 6'6", 335 from Memphis, Tennessee. As you see, Matthew Golden, wide receiver from Texas, head to the locker room in an incredibly cool hallway here at the AT&T Stadium. We'll try to stay on top of that. He was in a medical tent. He was back on the field.
All right, guys. We don't have any Texas points yet. Will Howard back with the ball for Ohio State. Yeah, it's a big dude. That is a big dude.
Making his way back onto the field. Will Howard to Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah Smith, the danger we saw against the Ducks.
On G. Scott, I do believe.
Yeah, I didn't see the close-up of the hand.
Terry Magalanes.
Holding. Offense. Number 2. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Hold on. Ohio State. Back him up. Stall the drive. Will Howard has a knot growing on his left middle knuckle. I don't know what's Is that from Bill Norton? Bill Norton landed on him,
Oh my God! That is so. You guys see that knot? Like that does not look human. There's like an alien growth in his hand.
6'3", 335. Second big story of the night for Will Howard. Throwing hand still good. Trevion Henderson in the backfield with it. Second and very long after a holding call. Will Howard has time.
Boom. All right, 2nd and 20. They get a good gain. 3rd down. Yeah, it should not look like that.
Back foot almost fade away. Little double clutch there, but a good throw to get yourself and to get them with 3rd down. They got 3rd and 8.
Will Howard has played so much football. It's all for tonight.
Imagine if it pops.
3rd and long. The Texas crowd.
3rd and 8. Texas crowd is getting rowdy. Let's see what Ohio State puts together here on 3rd down. Oh, damn. Had hands on it, but not quite. Had hands on it, but not quite. Let me get a screen out. Hey!
Joe McGuire from Melbourne, Australia.
All right, punting away. Thank you, Nick, for DJing it up.
Gonna be able to do whatever he wants with it. Checks up beautifully. Texas Longhorns get the ball inside their own 10. Quinn Ewers, Will Howard battling it out in the pocket.
Oh, they really should caught that. Yeah. Still, it was a little hard. I'll give him that.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed. Like common courtesy. Really, Brenda?
I know you can.
When they say,
I'm on my way.
no way. Pretty blue, though. Or a fun night at the movies. Yeah, that's not guaranteed.
Hold on. Let me put you on speakerphone.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on. The deals you want. And the service.
Well, happy Friday night, everybody. We still got 3 more days of playoff football thanks to NFL Playoffs. Part of the big, great playoff payoff on FanDuel. BK, have it your way. You rule.
Want to get the most out of one sheet?
Grab Bounty.
All right, hold on.
Bounty is made to be stronger and more absorbent. So while ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even when wet. Now that's the sound of Bounty.
Ooh, do I think Arch gets his 2-a moment this game? That's a great question, Fishman.
There's only one play. Go for dose. Let's roll some tape. You don't like the look of the defense.
Oh, that's okay, Stovey.
Going for dose means trusting your gut when you make the tough calls. Because the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward.
Right, Super Bowl seems close, but I imagine that 14 teams left in the playoffs. It feels like 10 years from now, right?
Like how Affleck pays people money for the
Right.
health insurance doesn't cover.
Health insurance does leave a gap.
But Affleck gives people money to help close that gap. Oh, Brown got one on the line too, baby.
See, that's how you hold up a trophy. Trust me.
Get help with
All right,
expenses
hold
health
on.
insurance doesn't cover. Is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Hope y'all hungry.
I hope y'all hungry.
Touches of black. They say
Hi, Hoff.
without having to say
How are you?
They stand for elegance, refinement, and prestige. Even a little can go a long way. And though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light. The Kia X-Line Nightfall Collection.
Kia.
Anxious, overwhelmed, stressed. Oh, Hoff, I'm with you. I'm having a rough day. Hugs. Hugs, everybody. At least we are alive and healthy and...
In Ohio, boy, who was adopted Texas as his home. He certainly introduced himself to the entire world a few months ago. Jill Tony, host and founder, Tony Hinchcliffe. How you doing, Bob?
Living the American dream here as an Ohio
Who is
boy
this?
that lives in Texas. The energy is unbelievable.
Tony Hinchcliffe? I've never heard of him.
Whenever we were there for game day, now it feels like you're going back to your roots.
Well, when I'm in Texas, I'm a Texas boy, but, you know.
All right, so Texas getting that huge stop on this explosive Ohio State offense.
Unbelievable. Helen Jones talking smack.
Yeah.
Having fun.
He got loud there for a bit. He got loud there for a bit. I haven't talked to you since then.
We had fun. What was that, the week or two before? We were having a blast. I was on top of the world. I was a pariah.
Where are you now, though?
Lots of hugs to everybody.
I assume some places do not feel that way, but hey, that's comedy, baby. That is comedy.
There's only one little island I can't go to right
Yeah,
now.
I think that's probably for the rest of your life. It's a beautiful place, I heard. Beautiful place. I heard it's a beautiful place. Yeah, I'm sure you do,
I
Tony.
vacation there. I love the place. I love the people.
I think you
That's the post-holiday hangover. Well, still getting over being sick, so I think that's the harder part. How about you, Hoff?
just picked one up. Sorry, I was...
Oh, got it, J Money. Uh-oh. Sony Styles, Sony Styles, Sony Styles. Yeah, wow, look at that hit that on Helm. Boom!
Great job from Sonny Styles. Dropping back and putting a good hit on it.
And now AJ, Thunder's going to think about that.
Need to adjust the game clock. 8 minutes, he's going to 25 seconds.
Not this play clock bullshit again. We're not doing it.
Not doing it.
Last night, the game clock operator, Tony, got the clock wrong 30 times. 30 times.
Correction. Please adjust the game clock to 8 minutes, 45 seconds. 8 minutes, 45 seconds in the game clock.
This is so inefficient.
Not in Jerry's world.
Tony, snow down here. I didn't know that was... I thought you moved down here to get away from snow. This storm's been a real deal, this Cora, but the people have shown up, obviously. The energy is magnetic.
Game clock, please adjust to 8 minutes, 45 seconds. 8:45 on the game clock. This energy that they have today. They want that national championship. I've never heard a team be louder than the Buckeyes, right?
Yeah. That seems real loud. Where is everybody tonight? This is a small crew.
I will say, kind of blend in. I'd say
Right? More clock issues again? Again? What is this curse? What is this clock madness?
This happened the last 2 games. As Debo said, they're stapling them to the ground. They're catching the ball. We're getting no yak.
JTT is down. This is a huge deal.
Official timeout for defensive player injury.
Huge. This is a big deal. He already has 2 sacks on the night. Number 3 overall ranked defensive end from Mad Mel Kiper down on his ankle. Let them check on him. We will be back on the other side. That's a massive story right
Uh-oh, we got injuries.
But I think I've aged too well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
They're at the game drunk. The clock or chat? The clock or chat?
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
The clock or chat. Guys, do me a huge favor. Open a stream. Thank you for Bank Boy representing in the FanDuel chat right now. Open the FanDuel chat.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Lauren, you're helping me so much right now. Thank you.
Hands with Allstate.
Literally feel sick.
A large one-topping pizza is only $9.99 at Papa John's.
3 different crusts, any topping.
Get the go-to that never gets old. Get a large one-topping pizza for $9.99. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
How are folks 60 and older having fun these days? Family cookouts.
Playing games.
Dancing in the park.
This RSV commercial kind of freaks me out. Lauren, I've converted the Steelers for as long as they're playing football. Well, they were originally supposed to be America's team, right?
What drives the game never will.
Make Kroom on the bandwagon.
You have inside. It refuses to be ignored. It sweats everything. It turns an athlete into a legend. It demands respect. The game will always change, but it never will.
B.
Is it in you?
Some weird, creepy commercials lately, yeah.
Welcome back to the Cotton Bowl.
I really have so many questions, though, about what's going on with Will Howard's hand.
Got rolled up on after the play. Obviously, he has incredibly fresh cleats. But that's a massive storyline here for this Ohio State defense that has been dominant thus far,
All right.
certainly through the playoffs. Matthew Golden also came back to the sideline without his helmet for the Texas team. So we got.
I know, I was not there last game. I'm joined.
Tony founder Tony Hinchcliffe, who grew up in Ohio, now he calls Texas home. Certainly calling the Buckeyes the team you want to win tonight, right?
It's a win-win for me, really. Either way, I'm looking forward to the national championship next week. I'm going up against Shane Gillis. The only question here is what color am I wearing next week? I mean, I'm a Buckeye.
What color am I wearing next week?
Longhorn on the outside.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
It's a conundrum.
I feel like both fan bases certainly are happy to hear that from you.
Yeah, I love them both. These are my 2 favorite teams.
It's an interesting 2 favorite teams. Texas and Ohio State.
Texas Longhorns are going to be punting the ball back to the Ohio State Buckeyes. How much you been paying
So Texas just not able to put any scoring drives together here yet.
Football, my favorite sport my entire life. I mean, I was truly all 4 of my older
You need Texas to come on.
from the Ohio State University. I was trained this way from when I was a baby.
Dude, I just think Ohio State's too good right now. There's something in the freaking water. Like, what I witnessed live against Oregon, I was like, oh my God. I know. Trust me. Trust me. I was miserable last week.
Ohio State would now be coming back onto the field. D-Bunch, what was that?
Yeah, what about F1? Come on, I don't like.
Not really my thing.
Oh, shit. What about NASCAR, AP car?
You guys know when it comes to different races, it's not really my territory. You know what I mean?
What the hell does that mean?
Well,
cars.
Oh, jeez Louise. What's this guy's deal?
It's all jokes.
Yeah, we're talking about cars.
It's not a fun show?
We're talking about cars.
Yeah, racial humor. I'm talking about races.
No, we're talking about
Car races.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
No, what are you talking about?
What is this conversation?
12 personnel. Handing it off, up the gut. We'll try to get 1 or 2 hard yards for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Chip Kelly going back to the run game, AJ. You happy about it or not?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to control the pace of this game right now. We'll take some shots, but you can pop off some 6, 8, 10-yard runs. I'm tired of this Texas defense out
Bill
there.
Norton's down.
Official timeout. Defensive player injury.
He's the nose tackle. He's the one that has caused the injury to Will Howard's left hand.
Yep.
JTT testing
Like, what is happening?
Obviously, and he looks like he can move.
Great sight to see.
That straightaway speed, I wonder if he'll be able to bend the edge like he's been able to do already this evening. Hopefully, that is a good sign for the Ohio State guys. Bill Norton already been a problem.
Yes.
He's down in the middle of the field. Tell me, what is the height and weight for you? If you were to play football, what position would it be?
Well, I mean, there's no doubt about it. I think I would be third-string quarterback. Just using my mind, my ability to hand off the ball is incredible.
My ability to hand off the ball is incredible.
Tender touch of being able to hand someone else the ball.
Do you think you would have to go in shotgun or are you going under center?
You want to go under center, don't you?
Even though I seem like I would love being under center, I'm actually more of a shotgun guy than a
I didn't say that. I just feel like you're old school
Shotgun guy
ground and
makes
pound
sense,
football,
we know, yeah.
You know?
Second Amendment.
My ability to watch football is unmatched.
I like it when we run anywhere but up the middle. I don't know what it is with this exact team. It worked for Tressel back in the day. We used to expose that middle. I like it when Chip runs it around the edges, gets it away from the dead center.
They did that against Michigan, wanted to almost prove that they were a tough team. It did not work out. Will Howard under center. Pitches outside the Judkins.
There it is. There it is. That's what he's, yeah. That's what he's talking about.
Referee Jerry Magalanis.
Holding. Offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
JTT has his helmet back on the sideline, so they gave him his helmet back, and he's still working it out a bit.
Still bringing it?
Still bringing it. Indeed.
How's Gil Tony?
Oh, we are living the dream. We just announced 2 more arenas in Nashville, Tennessee. We're going at the end of April. We just did 2 sold-out arenas in our hometown of Austin last week. Unbelievable. You know who showed up?
Who?
The Undertaker.
He's very mad at me because I picked against Texas for like 4 straight weeks. He was the scariest man that I've ever had be upset with me. The dead man. Undertaker.
Oh, he's the best.
Probably in the building somewhere. Second and long for Will Howard. Trayvon Henderson scanning to pick up pressure. G. Scott Jr. Initial gain of 8 to 9. Third and 11. They've kept him in third and long here. This seemingly is the recipe for success for these defenses against these powerful offenses.
Yeah, third and long is where you want to be. You got the entire playbook. If you're on defense calling, we can get some exotics, we can get pressure, we can play zone, we can do whatever. So I'm excited to see what these Longhorns do out here on this road.
Kind of sounds like Andy Reid, one of the commentators.
That man's a monster over there, Tony.
Yes, he is. Andy Buka. We got Henderson in the
Okay, I'll have to listen.
Look at you doing a little play-by-play.
Yeah. No doubt about it. What do we got? A little screen? Oh.
Got a flag. And back it up a little bit more, shall we? Ohio State says we want more yards to gain for a first down.
Now, Texas has been blitzing on these third and longs, so I think we run, what do you think, a little screen to
Full
Henderson
start.
here?
Offense, number 51.
Not a bad play call.
5-yard penalty.
They're
Third down.
probably going to come after him, or they're going to drop 8, keep everything in front of you, try to let him catch the ball in front, make a tackle. But yeah, hey,
Be fourth and 8 or third and 18.
Tony, think you catch Trayvon Henderson over here? It's pretty cool.
Here's a hypothetical. What happens to Ryan Day if Ohio State wins the title this year but loses Michigan for the 5th year in a row next year?
Exotics and amoebas.
I don't know.
Defensive coordinators are dreaming of.
This is it. What did
All right, 3rd and 18.
Only bring 4. Eyes on the quarterback. Great ball to take. Not enough. Fourth down.
Not quite enough.
We assume they will
Gonna be 4th down. Let's see if they punt it. Probably.
They will.
They're gonna punt it away, yeah.
How would you be as a punter, you think, Tony? I remember when he showed up on Friday to our show and we were in Austin, you were wearing golf cleats because I thought I was going to ask you to kick a field goal.
Oh my God. Can I tell you, I was just telling my buddies yesterday how sore I was after practicing kicking field goals.
They demote Day to the social media team for the Michigan game going forward and make Chip Kelly acting head coach that week.
I'm a true comedian. I felt pain in my shoulder, all the way up to my shoulder from kicking field goals.
Joe McGuire hits a big one. Fair catch. The Texas Longhorns offense will be on the field when we come back as we say thank you to Tony.
Thank you, my
the hell out
friend.
of you, man. You and Kyle, good lads in Austin. We're back in Texas.
All right. Oh, I like this song. What was that song? Let's have some fun. It sounds like Neo. Let me get this tweet out. Come,
The new $7 Lux credit
come
cards only at Taco
join
Bell.
me.
Who has more subscriptions?
We're a package deal, baby. And your subscription is my subscription.
Twitch.
All right? We have about 100, but with Experian,
Come
now, we
watch.
can help cancel those subscriptions that we don't even need.
Very helpful.
Download the Experian
Okay.
app now.
OSU versus Texas with me on FanDuel. Twitch. And tune in when Bladen joins us with the second half.
As a mom of two boys, we're always looking
Okay.
for something to do. It's great knowing that we're all covered for emergencies and annual checkups.
Let's sweat
I want to avoid
some
big
bets
medical bills. I have a plan that covers everything
down.
I need.
All right.
I was going to turn 26 and lose my mom's coverage, so I need to find my own plan. For $4 a
Twitch.tv/FanDuel.
month, I got a plan that covers my
Come watch
premiums,
OSU versus
nutrition,
Texas me on the
and
FanDuel Twitch channel. And tune in when Bladen joins us for a second half. Okay.
Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll by January 15th.
Hold on. I'm just getting this up. Ad. All right. All right. Hopefully this works. We'll see.
Did you know sweat from stress is actually smellier than other kinds of sweat? That's why I use Secret Clinical Antiperspirant. It works on sweat from stress, heat, and activity. It provides 3 times stress sweat protection. Secret works. Get long, strong hair without spending $60. Pantene Infant Lengths with biotin and collagen.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest? I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Welcome back to the Cotton Bowl. The Ohio State Buckeyes lead the Texas Longhorns.
Phantom. Have I missed it or have they not shown McConaughey yet? I haven't seen him. I mean, he's got to be there, right? He's got to. All right.
Sometimes those things can actually lead to much better
All right.
outcomes. Happens on a regular basis, but obviously if it gets caught on camera, we have to talk about it. Quinn Ewers. I like the way he flips that ball, man. Yeah. Isaiah Paul rock there. First time we've seen him be a part of the action as he throws one of his mouthpieces out. Innovate, 2nd and 2. Go
Okay,
ahead.
let's
Quinn
see.
does have a very casual, almost, I don't want to say lackadaisical because that's kind of a negative connotation, but a very casual throwing motion.
I got on Twitter. Can let's do stories with this.
Can't see anything because of all the meat on the offensive line. With Quinn Ewers in shotgun.
This is.
Hands the ball off. First down. Texas Longhorns.
What do you got?
Okay, get a little run, get a little pass. You a little nervous, AJ Hawk, with the Ohio State Buckeyes?
No, I mean, it's crazy this game is still only 7-0, but that's what people don't talk about. Both these offenses are very explosive, can make plays, but we're talking 2 of the best defenses in the country right now.
Live over under right now, 37.5 at ESPN Bet.
Sorry for the weekend.
If you don't have it, you should download it. And if you like it, go ahead and do it. 7-0. Everybody thought this was going to be be a shootout potentially, but to your point, AJ, number 1 and number 2 defensive teams in like all categories basically across the entire country.
Yeah, especially in the red area, but I don't feel like we got a bunch of plays in the red area. So it's how this game started with Junkins getting to the end zone. He thought he was going to definitely hit that over coming in, but looking like a little tight slugfest.
Empty backfield, Quinn Ewers. Almost an offside by a wide receiver as he's leaning. Quinn Ewers steps up in the pocket.
Oh, Ewers deep ball. Well overthrown. Just showing he's got that arm. Just showing he's got that arm. I feel like my audience just doesn't like college football as much. Like, I'm always like, where is everybody? Bye, Phantom. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for cheering me up.
Hey, you let the boys play, all right? Let the big boys play. They did. I like 35 though.
35, Sark needs it. 3 minutes left in the first half. There is nobody on DeAndre Moore Jr. And find a person to go out and guard him. He's motioned in.
200 pumps. I don't know who's going to continue that OHIO for you.
With a drop, I mean, that was a Tim Wakefield knuckler coming right at him. Obviously, have to make the catch, especially in the semifinal. Quinn Ewers put it on him. Isaiah Bond's not able to get it. 4th down, Texas.
Hancock again physical at the top of the route. Ball's a little behind him, but hey, 2 hands touch it. You got to catch that thing.
Is it arch time yet? Or that is something that takes place anytime there's a Manning on a team, seemingly. Fair catch by Caleb Downs off the punt from the freshman Kearns. Will Howard and the Ohio State Buckeyes haven't been able to do diddly.
You're here and excited for this game? Yeah.
The fight on the sideline between running back and offensive line. What does that tell you, AJ? I mean, it tells you
Well, I was hoping it would be a little bit more offensively explosive for the first half. But doesn't look like that's the case. All right, who's going to be our next sub to get this mic changed? I just feel like Arch should be warming up if he is already. I think they're talking about it. Thanks for being a dog in both chats, Bank. That's right.
This is the time where our POV is pretty good. You hand the ball up to the running back. We can see what they see. Nothing but big white shirts.
Yeah, but I think they have a different thing. It's not with Archie Manning. I don't think it's with Archie. I don't think it's a pull your starter situation. I think they just have another tool in the tool belt. All right, 2nd and 10 for Will Howard. Ooh, tipped ball. Tips and overthrows. Tips and overthrows. Hi, sweetie.
Freshman coming off the edge again. Simmons coming off the edge, and if you can't get there, it's coming up block too. You can't get there, get a hand up, jump up. A lot of times those tips turn to interceptions.
Simmons, the freshman, hub game from Dallas, has been a weapon for this Texas defense. It's a young man's game, this college ball, and it feels like these young men are grown-ass men much sooner these days.
Neutral here. Exactly. It's more like he's got a specific package of play that they like to run with Arch. Exactly. 3rd and 10 for Will Howard. Oh, sack attack. Quarterback sack him. Hi, sweetheart. We just got punt after punt after punt. Yeah, so it's ready to bolt up, fudge up.
Once again, coming out the drop, looked over to his right to Jeremiah Smith. Gave this Texas
You gonna say hi to everyone in the camera again today, like you did last stream?
Get home.
That's a peekaboo. Now you see me, now you don't. Will Howard gets sacked on a 3rd and 10.
Right?
Another 3rd long.
We are now at the 2-minute warning here in the clock.
Thank you, baby. We are at the 2-minute warning. Buckeyes are only up 1 touchdown. If you like punting, you've come to the right place. That is right. That is right.
Yard touchdown!
Hey, CH Dallas, thank you for converting from a Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. That helps your girl. Thank you. Yeah, Toulouse gives the best head bumps. Right, baby? Head bump? Head bump?
Don't worry, Kathy, we see you.
Or now he just wants to, I don't know. He just wants to cuddle.
Or traction. Easy now. Yeah.
You want to say hi to everybody?
You know what AT&T guarantees?
Yeah.
Connectivity you depend on, the deals you want, and the service you deserve. All will make it
Hey,
right.
sweetheart.
That's the AT&T.
Guys, if you're just tuning in for the first time, yes, a cat does show up on stream often. He is a reoccurring guest star. Right? Is that right? Is that right? Now, let's see if I can get him to look into the camera like he did. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh, it's not, yeah. He's just gonna sit with me. But gee, you know what it is too? I feel like also after I get sick and I haven't streamed for a minute, viewership always like tanks. You know what I mean? Am I gonna be live for the draft combine? I will not because I will be in Italy. Yeah. CH Dallas, what color do you want to change the microphone to? You are getting sloppy. Look into my eyes. Oh my god. So funny.
That's what I'm talking about.
So good.
You've never spoken, but you've told us many things that you love Starbucks.
Anyway,
and you hate parking, and occasionally your right foot gets on
how
the
do we
gas.
feel about college football moving this late into the month, chat? I would, Stovey. It's just that I will be out of town, and I try and also give myself a breather after a really long football season, you know? So, yeah, it's a good time for a break, exactly. Lauren, you're so wise. Lauren, you're so wise. Right? It's weird now knowing it's basically a 2-semester sport like basketball. Exactly.
The Ohio State Buckeyes will be punting. That's Darius J. Butler, A.J. Hawk. The Toxic Table. At Boston Butter, Ty Schmidt, and A.P. Turner on the other end. Ty Schmidt brought up something during the break. Texas' average drive start has been the 20-yard line. This time, it is up near the 40, at the 41. By far, their best drive start of the whole half, only down 7. They've only been able to gain 105 yards of offense thus far.
Lauren.
Does that change right now with the 2-minute drill in Quinn Ewers defense?
I mean, we'll see. This Gino's defense, we
Oh my God.
week after week. They're
That's so good.
disciplined on the back end. They can only rush forward, get pressure on that quarterback. I mean, they're damn near unbeatable at this point.
JTT's on the
Outside, cream on the inside, clean on the outside. Cream on the inside, clean on the outside.
What did you say about this Ohio State defense?
They're so good. You know, we saw a lot of Colts games from this level. I don't know if an NFL team could score on them. I definitely know the New England Patriots couldn't, and that pains me to say.
Might be apropos to Texas Longhorns scored a touchdown right here. They did not. Wise there with a gain of 0. Ice cream paint job was playing.
Ice cream paint job was playing.
What a banger that was.
What a banger. That's so true.
There's just not a lot of push happening from either O-line right now.
Yeah, and also, if you go back to Ohio
The
State,
fact that Mike Gundy's still there, J Money.
He's not. What's going on right now? Where's his back? Take it first.
125. Tick, tick, tick. No timeouts called. 2nd and 10. What does Sark think?
But it's true. At least they have the internet. They can look it up.
To Wisely, gain of nothing as the clock stops and a 3rd and long is taking place. Ohio State has all 3 timeouts left. 1:15 here, 3rd and long for Texas. Ryan Day might be thinking we're getting the ball back with a chance to steal one at the end of the half.
And on the flip side, Sark's thinking, hey, we do not want to give these guys the ball back with a whole lot of time to go, even though they have the timeout. So huge 3rd and about 11 right now.
All right, 1:15 to go in the first half.
That's not good in this particular
Right? These recruits weren't alive when that happened. It's true. All right, let's see what Texas can put together before the half. Quinn Ewers gonna run himself for a first down. Okay, legs. Yeah, gets a first down. Texas is still in this thing, even though it feels like Ohio State's not letting them. Trying to feel like Tua slide, bro. I know, we need to have a master class on sliding.
It's a first down. They took a play and it took forever to get that second one in. That led to a throwaway, yeah. And now we'll see if we get a measurement here and see if they actually got it first.
Knowles brings some pressure, fifth man at it. Quinn Ewers sees some space, opportunity. Goes face first, takes a big shot.
Was a big shot.
Remember, he's going head first. That's where the ball is, not where the slot starts. He's down right there. Ball's at the 50. Looks like that is short. Going to be a 4th and 1.
What do you do here? Gives a little peek.
I have to say, in this game, I hope neither team has fun.
It's a Texas-friendly spot if I've ever seen one.
CH, since you were the last to subscribe, what color did you want to change the microphone to? Did I miss it? CH Dallas, did I miss it? Can there be a tie? Oh my god, imagine. Imagine we have another double overtime game from Texas.
I think you're punting this thing.
Hell yes. How good their defense has been playing, absolutely.
Yeah, these two teams, I said this in my preview. I was like, this is going to be the battle of elite defenses.
On the 50, I guess?
You gonna live in your fears?
All right, I'll go
It
for
sounds
it.
like to me.
All right, I'll go for it. I'll go for it. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of points.
Oh my god, Jay Money.
There's a minute left. Well, Ohio State hasn't really done much. You choose to punt it and pin them.
They're still reviewing here.
7-0 going into half. But if you get a little bit of giddy up here in Texas and say, if we can't pick up a yard, we're not going to win a cotton ball.
We don't deserve. We don't deserve. You can't pick up a yard. We don't deserve to win in our home state. And like Ty said, it's the best field position they've had all night. Get some points.
You go get some points?
Arch Manning was brought in for a lot of run plays throughout this season. Will he be brought in to maybe do one of those RPO option pitch things for the 1 yard that they need here?
Arch PO instead of RPO. How about that? Arch PO.
Runner's knee was down and it was short of the line to gain.
There he is. Looking up. Looking out.
This qualifies for a 10-second distraction. The clock is at 1:11.
Arch Manning into the field. 4th and 1. Let's see if we get some trickery going.
If they can, Ohio State is in great field position to win the middle 8. Ohio State gets the ball in the second half. They deferred after winning the toss. They didn't call anything. It was just the Ohio State Buckeye logo on the coin toss. Arch Manning is shotgun, only needed 1 yard. They crash in. Arch takes it to the side.
Arch goes. Wow. Wow.
Arch Manning in the Texas Longhorns. Ball came out after he was down.
They snapped it through the tight end's legs.
Rolling on the field, the runner was down. First down.
He took a shot.
We did not see the push fit, is what you're saying, 2 dicks from Oren.
Yeah, the tight end came up, snapped it through the legs. A lot of teams have been doing that lately. It's always,
Arch Manning takes a massive shot.
I don't know, boys. I was out. Did Ohio State clearly recover? Because it's moving right there.
Timeout.
It's close. It's
Texas.
close.
They're celebrating first time out of the half. Like they recovered it. 30-second timeout.
I don't know.
Has to be a clear and obvious recovery, which is right there. 91's the only one that would have been able to fall on it. I think they're going to call this down. On the field, he was down. I think it's going to be tough to overturn.
When does the ball start moving?
It's that left knee right moving there.
Down and also outside of the hands.
Oops. I'm low on hydration. We'll have to get some more after halftime.
Not just your hand. Like your full forearm. Yeah.
Forearm elbow.
Forearm elbow. All the way
Half
to your
the
elbow.
hand feels like that's going to be counted as down.
I think even, because you see,
What do we think, chat?
Like I think your whole forearm.
Right there, I think
They're not overturning that.
What state are we in? No, because they don't know when that.
What state are we in? What do you think? He down?
And obviously these boys are hitting.
Nathan Ransom again.
Yeah, opportunity to get to the natty.
These safeties thump.
Oh yeah.
That's a big part of their defense. And Lathan
Fumble.
obviously was
He was
celebrating
down.
a big-time shot, as he should have been.
Still on the field. So yeah. Thank you.
Texas gets a first down here with 49 seconds left. They did not live in their fields.
They did not. I love that.
And Arch Manning says Cotton Bowl, college football playoff semifinal. Why don't you put a tight end up there, act like they're in a push, snap it through his legs, give me the ball. I'll pick him first down. First 10, ball at 42. Quinn Ewers has time. Connects the Silas Bowling.
Holy Texas muscling their way for a first down and then more. We in the red zone. Woo!
That's huge. Good read. Good throw.
State of confusion.
And now that's a tough open field tackle for Denzel Burke to make. You got to make it on this thing, bang. That's why those guys get paid the big bucks on offense too.
Last night it was 10-0 Penn State until right before half. When Steven Peanut Butter and Jelly Paisan came in, then a scoring drive, and then in the second half they got another one to start.
Oh, tip.
That's a huge swat. He's a great player. These guys are finding the ball on defense.
He's been rotating in and out with JTT and Jackson.
I knew this was going to be a defensive game, but I didn't see it being this low scoring this early. I mean, this late. You know, we're almost halfway through this affair.
Fake end around. Roll right, throw back left. Great play.
Players get better at that. Not going to get home, get a hand up.
Kenyatta Jackson Jr., 6'6", 258 from Hollywood, Florida. Going to be tough to throw it overhead.
Oh, yeah.
Timeout. Ohio State, their first timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Good spot right here for Texas. 2 timeouts.
34 seconds.
All right, timeout, 34 seconds to go.
Hey, you need to go for it here. Don't live in your fears. We knew absolutely.
I was certainly questioning it there at the beginning, but then when Darius Public gives me a motivational speech, it's the Cotton Bowl.
Yep.
It's college football playoff semifinal.
Yeah.
Let's pick that up. Let's do this thing, and let's get some points on the board, hopefully. Now, we are in field goal range. Bert Auburn has missed a few kicks, obviously. It's been one of the biggest stories. You think you have 3, but maybe not. Want to probably keep going for the touchdown if you're Texas.
Yeah, Sork knows Ohio State gets the ball to start the second half. 3 points, worst case scenario, they're saying right now. They want to score. They want to take this momentum back, I think, going into half.
We do remember last night how huge that 3 points was right before the half for the Fighting Irish.
This back judge right here is giving us
Watch out.
Oh, stay out of the way.
He just gave you the look.
Back in the red zone. Second best red zone defense in the country.
Quinn Ewers with a dime.
Quinn Ewers. Arc to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Spam those touchdown emotes. Spam them, spam them. Spam those touchdown emotes. Spam them, spam them, spam them.
Touchdown, touchdown, both hands up, cause it's a touchdown, touchdown, 12 points in your face. 90-yard touchdown, 90-yard touchdown, touchdown, both hands up, cause it's a touchdown, touchdown, 12 points in your face.
All right, extra point is Gucci. Let me see those Gucci's in the chat. We have ourselves a ball game, folks.
Oh my gosh. Shoot.
Bladen, what's up? Welcome on in. This isn't. Yeah, Lauren, you're still right. I know the crew is lean tonight. Oh, God. Hold on, Toulouse. But we are going to be bringing on our friend Bladen here in a bit. Do I have mods? Let's see. We get everything ready here. Coach Saban's on the sideline. Whole momentum, the game has changed. That's right. That is right. All right, let me start viewer Collins. All right, chat. I am starting viewer Collins just so it is the easy way to get Bladen on in here, but I will not be accepting random Collins at this point. You just will see the button, but don't click it. All right? Great. Awesome. Okay, Hoff. Awesome. So you can help Bladen find the button if need be. But, all right. There we go. Pretty self-explanatory. Wow, we have a momentum shift. We got a ball game. Nailed it, right? First try. Now that we have an even ball game, chat, one's at the chat if you're picking Ohio State, 2 for Texas. 1 for Ohio State, 2 for Texas. 1 for Ohio State, 2 for Texas. 1 for Ohio State and 2 for Texas. All right, Will Howard hits Trevion Henderson. Hey, finds a first down and then some, and he's off to the races. Oh my God, and no one's home. To the house. Touchdown, Ohio State to respond. Oh, Texas defense. 75-yard touchdown. Trevion Henderson. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. All right.
Space, opportunity, seizes it all.
And
Yes.
and make some noise.
Take it to the house.
Take it to the house. This is the way we take it to the house. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. 305. Take it to the house. We got that vibe. Take it to the house. Slip and slide. Take it to the house. Take it to the house.
Hey,
Take it to the house.
hey, there we go. All right, let me just move this. All right, chat, we're going to be bringing our friend Bladen in here in a sec. Push him through now that all your sounds of... That lady plugged your ears, I saw that. Now that you guys have been DJing it up. All right, let's see. All right, we will make sure that we can get Bladen rocking and rolling in here. All right, Bladen, can you hear me?
I can.
Amazing. Yes. Is your camera working?
I'm trying to turn it on.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right, chat, can we all hear Bladen? If you want to say hi to chat before I bring you on.
Oh, hello, chat.
There we go.
So they can hear me before I even join?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I bring you backstage. I know, pretty wild.
Is this a new Twitch feature?
Newer within the last like 2 years, but it's one of those things where a lot of people don't use it or use it correctly. So it ends up being something that just a lot of people don't like pay attention to, which so it's kind of just now getting some notoriety.
I see.
Which, yes. All right, chat, let me find, let's see. All right, bringing him in. There it is. All right. Existing. There it is. All right. Make sure we got Bladen in here in full force. I have pop out. Let's see. There we go. There it is. There he is. All in the purple. I love the background, by the way.
Thank you.
All right. Chat, since Twitch kind of changed the aspect ratios on this stuff, make sure, just bear with me for a second while we get Bladen back here. That is my fault for not double checking. I should have done that first.
You're all good.
That's the thing. They keep like updating this, and so now, like, oh my god, come on. Let me see here. Get this all. But it's been a great game so far, so excited to talk about that. Excited to talk about that.
It has been good.
Right? We will get to all that good stuff, chat, here in a sec. All right.
Yeah, did I miss something? I could have swore Texas just scored.
Ohio State just like answered with the 73-yard Travion Henderson touchdown. I know. It literally happened like immediately after. So it was pretty wild.
Yeah, I saw the touchdown. I was like, okay, I got to join. And then.
Yeah, no, it was.
So that happened like right after.
It happened like immediately. So yeah. It happened like right away. Pretty wild. All right, we lock that in. All right, chat. Well, here we are. We got Bladen here on this stream. I know it's slim in the peanut gallery tonight, but if everyone can give Bladen a big warm welcome, that would be awesome. We got 7 seconds here left in the first half to see if Texas can pull any miracles on here, but busted coverage on the screen. Okay, we missed that. But Bladen, if you want to introduce yourself and say what's up to chat, now's your chance.
Oh, I would love to, Bridget. Thank you for having me. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Bladen. I talk a little bit about football, mostly about the NFL. Do a podcast with some of my friends, Matt and Theo. A lot of people, seem to love or hate us. I feel like there's no in between in this world. But yeah, we just talk ball. It's a lot of fun. If you want to listen to us, we're on every platform. We're called Stay Hot. When we made the show, we didn't realize that's actually a baseball reference.
Yeah. Okay. So. But it's a football podcast.
But it's a football podcast. Yeah, the guy who came up with the name, he's a big baseball fan.
Okay.
And we didn't realize that's what he was getting us into.
Gotcha. I see. Well, you know what? He had his sights set on something and probably didn't even realize what he was doing. But we're getting lots of shout outs. Bladen is in the house. Obviously, we will maybe get the link into the chat for your podcast too here towards the end of your time with us. Let's see, 2 seconds here left. I haven't even paid attention here to what Texas is doing. But right now, guys, Ohio State up 14-7. And we saw that Travion Henderson's 75-yard take to the house. Ulterior motives aside, welcome, exactly. Bladen, what have you thought about the game so far?
Oh, man. I mean...
Oh, there we go. We got a shout out to the podcast in the chat. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Shout out Stay Hot. Thank you. You got to give a lot of credit to the defenses up until, I guess, the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And this was kind of my thing coming in was, they just threw a Hail Mary here.
Yeah. All right, I'm seeing it a little behind you. I would have loved to see that. Just, it wouldn't have meant anything, but just full on finish the interception. Come on.
It could have meant something. You call that in the air. Take it back.
Take it back. Oh yeah.
Take it back.
Well, I'm with you. I mean, when I did my preview on this game, I honestly thought this was going to be like the battle of two elite defenses, and we have seen that. You're right, most of the game until that last score. Penn State versus Ohio State Natty feed family. Well, that ain't happening anymore. I have a feeling though that Ohio State is going to pull out the dub here. I just don't think that Texas has the stamina to compete with this team that is on a mission, both offense and defense. I've never seen anything like it. I was at the Rose Bowl last week, and they've got fire in their eyes like I've never seen before. And I don't think there's anything that this Texas defense really can contain here, especially if they can get Jeremiah Smith going. Whew.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm absolutely with you. when I was thinking about this game, and when I was thinking about last night's game too, I was thinking, it's gonna just come down to, there's a lot of NFL draft prospects in these games, but I think it's gonna be like the healthiest team with the most guys going to the next level.
Yeah.
And Ohio State feels like they're that team. They have so many guys who like, and so does Texas, but Ohio State has so many guys on both sides of the ball where they're probably going to get drafted within the first couple of days.
Yeah, who are some of those prospects that you have your eye on, maybe on the Ohio State side of the ball, that this is like a make or break year for them, It
really is. Let me pull up my big board. I had it up earlier, but I've started scouting a few guys, and I've mostly tried to focus on the people in these playoff games. But the guy that stands out the most for Ohio State right now is offensive tackle Josh Simmons. He 6'5", 310, and I think just like the best possible ideal frame you could get for a tackle. He's got super long arms, and so it's really easy for him to like engage in defenders. And I think he's got like pretty decent footwork. His first step is awesome. And that was one thing so I'm a Browns fan, by the way. So if I make a lot of Browns references, I'm sorry. Joe Thomas.
I knew that was coming. When you said you're a Browns fan, I was like, he's going to pull out their offensive lineman of all time. Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
But if you've watched any like past defenders talk about Joe Thomas, or any coaches talk about Joe Thomas, they all rave about his first step. It's so hard to get the jump on an offensive tackle. Like, so many guys are trying to win with speed now, especially, guys coming out that are in this draft class. There's multiple pass rushers that are like 250 pounds or less, so they have to win with speed. It's hard to win with speed against Simmons
size.
because he's got such long arms, and because he's got an amazing first step.
Got it. Oh
yeah.
man, I'm learning so much. This is great. But I mean, those guys go underappreciated for so long and so often, especially on an offense like this, when there are so many powerful, fresh, explosive names out there. No one's really paying attention to that.
Yeah, it's hard to pay attention to that. That's people. It's easy to focus on Jeremiah Smith. It's easy to focus on the receivers that Texas has and all that, and it's fun. Travion Henderson obviously broke off a long touchdown, so that's the focal point of that play. But you got to give the trenches some love too.
You do. I mean, there would be no offense without the trenches. I mean, we wouldn't see the Will Howard that we're seeing right now without it. That we've seen towards the end of the season here, because this is a completely different Will Howard than we saw at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah, Will Howard. Ohio State fans, I live in Columbus. They're very split on him. Sometimes they love him, sometimes they hate him.
Yeah, I saw that happen big time since I'm an Oregon Duck. I saw that happen big time when we played them during the regular season, and just that slide at the end. There was a major split opinion on Will Howard after that game.
It was really rough. It was really rough. And I know he said that like haunted him. He had nightmares about that play leading up to the game last week.
Oh yeah. And I mean, they found a way to use that fuel as fire. And I mean, I've not seen anything like this team right now. They are on an absolute tear, and I don't think there's any stopping this offense. Fishman says it's a skills players game, but you need the dogs in the trenches. That is right, and there's nothing you can do with your offense without your dogs. I mean, we've seen so many good quarterbacks, especially in the NFL, that haven't been able to have the success that they should because they've had a really unhealthy or weak offensive line.
Yep.
And that, as a Chargers fan, that's something that we've had problems with in years prior.
Well, we could talk about the Chargers right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna talk about the NFL anyway. So yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. Let's talk about it.
I think they're gonna beat the Texans. I know it's a pretty tight spread in that game, but I think the Chargers got it. I think you talk about offensive lines. I think that is the biggest factor in this game is how bad the Texans have been up front this year. I think it is. We talked about this on Stay Hot. It's the biggest weakness of any team in the playoffs. And you go up against a great defense.
Especially this time of year.
Yes, especially this time of year. Like, they already can't run the ball.
Right.
They're asking Stroud to do a lot. Their receivers are banged up. I just don't think they have the juice to get it done right now in Houston. So I think the Chargers are going to be pretty comfortable moving on to face Kansas City.
I'm with you. I don't think home field advantage is going to affect, honestly, the Chargers the Texans at all. They are just too injured. And the Chargers are the hot team right now. I mean, they are solid. Justin Herbert is clicking. Ladd McConkey is doing his damn thing. And there's no stopping my Bolts right now. I think that we make it through the first round easy, through the wild card. We'll talk the next week. We'll reevaluate. I'm not dumb. I don't think we're the best team in the AFC. And honestly, it's both the NFC and AFC are absolutely stacked this season. But yeah, I see my Bolts moving on pretty easily. Honestly, I think the spread being -3, in favor of the Chargers, is a little bit kind of forgiving here. If I'm on the Bolts side of things, I don't know what you think, but -102, the spread here in favor of the Chargers, -3. Texas money line sitting at +134. This game again is in Houston. But yeah, I think anyone, I don't know. I just don't see there's any way that I would almost go for an alternate spread here, right? And juice it up, because there's no way. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be as tight of a game as the books predict.
If I'm not mistaken, I know there is always a slight boost to the home team.
Okay.
But
I didn't know that.
I agree with you that you should be picking the Chargers to win this one pretty convincingly. The only way I could see this go, the path to victory for Houston would have to be you man up Stingley on Ladd all night, and that works, and that you force them to target Quentin Johnston, and you're able to stop their run game. That would be the only way I could see it going well. But the problem with
limiting points
with that strategy is Ladd moves around so much on the field. He's lined up in the slot. He'll line up outside. He'll be utilized in motion. And so it's hard to just go man on him all night because you're following in motion. It's just, I think it's too much to deal with if you can't get hands on the receiver. It's gonna be tough sledding, I think, for Houston.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. If you want to take an alternate spread there, by all means, give it a touchdown at least.
I know, at least a touchdown. I mean, let's take a look. Alternate spread. Yeah, it's. I feel like, come on, why not? There's too much. I don't know. There's too much momentum to riding for this Bolts offense that I think you can't abandon a really good opportunity on the books here. Do you want to talk about some other games, or do you have any maybe favorite player props that you might see hitting in this Chargers-Texans game?
Oh, I don't know if I have any props in particular that stick out. I know J.K. Dobbins is healthy. I expect to see him pretty heavily involved.
Yeah, because I've stayed away from his yardage, for a while, while he was getting back and everything. So
yeah.
But
yeah, I know Harbaugh loves him, so I expect to see him involved. You also know Harbaugh loves Herbert. Maybe a Herbert rushing touchdown is in play here.
Ooh.
You never know. He can get. People forget that Herbert and Allen are virtually the same athlete. Herbert just doesn't utilize it as much, but every once in a while he gets out of the pocket, he gets moving, and you see that same athleticism show up.
That frame and athleticism, yeah.
Yeah, they've got the same RAS.
That is what
score.
I like to hear. Oh my gosh, yes, I so agree.
I love Herbert.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, if someone can clip that bank, that'd be awesome. But yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, Justin Herbert is one of the most underrated quarterbacks, I think, in the league. And I mean, it makes sense when we're watching Josh Allen play out of his mind this year, when we're watching somebody like Joe Burrow be so successful, but not be able to make it into the playoffs because of all the other, issues going on with her team. Talk about offensive line issues. But Lamar Jackson obviously beating out Josh Allen on All Pro today, which, actually let's go to that quickly. We'll segue. Any thoughts there? Because I was shocked.
Really? You were shocked to see Lamar be the first team All Pro instead of Allen?
I was. Yes, I really was. I don't know.
So let me ask you, who's your pick for the MVP?
Josh Allen.
Okay, so that's why you're shocked.
Yeah, that's why I'm shocked. Wait, who's your pick? Do you have? Is it a quarterback still, or are you like on a Saquon?
It is a quarterback.
Okay.
I'm not picking Saquon to be the MVP.
Yeah,
I think it's Lamar Jackson. I do think that. I look at the Ravens offense, and I think that the value that Lamar adds to their offense. I know Derrick Henry is there, and what he's done for them has been incredible. Lamar Jackson is having the best passing season of his career.
That's true. Yeah, we're not just seeing him rely on his legs no more.
He's still been a very productive runner. He's the first player in NFL history to have 4,000 passing yards and 800 rushing yards in a season. He's the second player in NFL history with Aaron Rodgers to have at least 40 touchdowns and less than 5 interceptions. And he's played a much harder schedule than Josh Allen. His defense was underperforming for the first half of the year. Like they were a bottom 5 defense up until like the bye week. And then they switched Kyle Hamilton to be their true deep safety. And since week 12, they've been the best defense in football. I think the Ravens have had some issues this year. I think their skill position group has taken a step, but I do think Lamar Jackson is still the catalyst for the Ravens being as good as they are. I understand that if Allen wins it, it's going to be because like the team's success. They're the 2 seed. I get that.
Well, and to me, it's what Josh Allen has been able to do without. He doesn't have as stacked of an offense. Like, yes, James Cook is great, but
I was about to bring up James Cook. He's got like 19 touchdowns or something.
Yeah, to me, I feel like Josh Allen has carried this team through. I mean, yes, it is a team effort, but it's just, I mean, more pieces are being used. Like my favorite bet's always on Khalil Shakir. These guys that are getting shares and getting reps, but not always the notice that they deserve. But because Josh Allen is doing Josh Allen superhero things and, catching his own touchdown pass and just like, to me, I think I'm here for the style points and not the stats. And I think that's where my head goes when I'm wanting an MVP. And that's not always right, but that's just what I see, like the argument that, Doug in the chat says Lamar has nice numbers, but still want Josh Allen on my team. And without him, Buffalo would be like 4-13. Exactly. Like,
I think the Ravens would. I think you could say the same thing about the Ravens.
Really?
If you put like Mitchell Trubisky on both of those teams, I think both of those teams would take a pretty significant hit. Like the Ravens,
but the Ravens have Derrick Henry. They still Derrick Henry is like, he's one of the best players we've ever seen.
What was the Titans' record in his last season with them?
Oh God, do you have it in front of you? Or do you have it in front of you?
I don't.
Oh.
I was legitimately asking.
Let's what was that, 2023?
Probably. I imagine it wasn't good. They were 6-11 in 2023, 7-10 in 2022.
Let's see. Why am I on the wrong year? What the fudge? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 6 wins, is that right?
Yeah, they were 6-11 last year. If we're talking like if you put like a pure backup there, like both teams would be bad. If the Ravens do have a weakness, it's that their offensive line isn't that great. Lamar Jackson under pressure is the best in the NFL. Lamar Jackson in the pocket this year has been the best in the NFL. Like if I'm just going off of like who has played better football, and to me that's like at this point that's what the MVP is. It's Lamar Jackson. I think Allen's played great, and I think he's a deserving MVP winner. And if you want to say, well, he's due, Lamar's got 2 of them. Let someone else have some. I think that's
That sounds
fine.
like a me argument. I would say that. Like, Lamar's already got multiple MVPs. Give it to this kid. Come on. He's the underdog story we all love to support.
Garrett got Depoy last year, and that was me saying this. I was like, dude, just let him get one.
Well, Fishman in the chat makes a good point. The last 7 out of 8 years. Oh, God, my cat right now. The last 7 out of 8 years, the 1 seed QB has won MVP. So how come there's no love for Jared Goff?
I think MVP voters are smarter than that.
But 7 out of 8 years, that's pretty wild.
That is pretty wild. I think that's more of a result of what is it? Causation versus correlation.
Okay.
You know, one of those charts. Goff has had a good year, but he had a game this year where he threw 5 interceptions and they won?
Yep. Yeah. Right.
That's not the MVP.
Right. He has a safety net,
yes,
both in the run and pass game. He has so much help. I mean, there's a reason that they've gotten so banged up, especially on this defense. The Detroit team getting so many injuries going and still finding ways to win. And I love Jared Goff. Me too, Dragon. Yeah, and that's the thing. I am a really, really big Jared Goff fan, but I think he has had a lot more help. And I think that's still why I go back to the Josh Allen argument is, to me, he's just been a little bit scrappier with less. And but yeah, I think you're right. I'm so on the like Lamar Jackson has won it multiple times. Give it to somebody new.
That's fine. I had a bet at the start of the year for Geno Smith to win MVP.
Really?
It was
wow.
plus 10,000 odds. It was like $5.
I mean, I get it. Those are juicy. Those are sexy odds. Like, yeah,
well, he played so well 2 years ago, and then last year's offensive line was so bad, and the play calling was so bad with Waldron. I was like,
he was getting hit like crazy.
He got hit so many times, and so I was hoping that their offensive line would be healthy. It would be better this year, and it wasn't. It was not better this year. So.
Honestly, I'm shocked with a new head coach and everything. I'm shocked. That is a risk. I mean, it's worth it at those odds. It's worth putting a little something down. I get it, but I definitely get it. But I mean, speaking of Geno, I mean, we always think of Geno as like a comeback player of the year guy, obviously, and what he's been able to do now as a starting QB. Since technically Sam Darnold can't win that award. Who's your comeback player of the year?
It's probably got to be Burrow, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about who else you could consider for it.
Right.
But
I hate the rules. I think it's so stupid.
It really is. Like, we talk about this all the time on Stay Hot. It's such a weird award. Like, the criteria for it feels like it changes all the time.
Yeah.
Like, Joe Flacco should not have won comeback player of the year last year. Like, I love the Browns. No way. He was on pace to throw 40 picks. Everyone's like, he led the Browns to the playoffs. I'm like, first of all, that's not the spirit of the award. He came back from the couch? Let's be real.
Right. He played for like 5 minutes.
He wasn't that good.
Yeah. That's so funny. Okay. So yeah, I guess, yeah, because who else? That's really, yeah. Joe Burrow, that's it. I feel like Joe Burrow just deserves an award for putting up the numbers he put up while losing so much and not making it to the playoffs. I mean, he just deserves something for that.
Yeah, give him a pity award to put on his shelf, I guess.
He needs. I have a little. We have a feel bad Funko Pop for Joe Burrow that always sits over here because the guy just goes through
Oh
a
my
lot.
gosh.
It's someone said CMC has it on lock. Let's next year. Facts. Burrow, if his close loses or what? If it's close, loses early in the year, I don't understand what you're saying, Doug. Sorry. But yeah, so man, I wish there was a way too that we could honor Sam Darnold with an award because he honestly deserves comeback player of the year, and I say that constantly because he's obviously put together that kind of campaign. But that's also just what makes this year's playoffs very interesting. You know, obviously we're seeing a Minnesota team that almost had the 1 seed now be on the road as they're a 5 seed, right?
Yep.
And as a 14-win team. Like, that's just insane. We've never seen playoffs like this. I mean, when you look at how the playoffs shook out in the NFC, who do you see as kind of that dark horse who could come through and penetrate and deal with the Lions best?
Well, deal with the Lions best is the question. But the Lions, like we talked about earlier, they're banged up. So it might not be as hard as we make it out to be. I'll say for at least the Minnesota game, I think the Rams are going to win that one.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We saw last week the Lions sent a ton of man blitz at Sam Darnold. And it kind of reminded me of that, 2019 against the Patriots, the seeing ghosts game. Kind of reminded me a little bit of that. He had open receivers and either missed them or didn't throw it at all. Just not a good performance from him. The Rams have a good defensive line. They might not even have to blitz that much. If they can hold up in the secondary, I think they'll be okay dealing with the actual receiver talent. They can't. The Vikings have been known to get away from the run, and I think the Rams have a very talented set of offensive guys. Stafford is obviously capable of, having good playoff performances. Puka Nacua is an elite wide receiver.
Insane.
Cooper Kupp is great.
You got Kyron Williams. Yeah.
It's a tough group to stop. Like, if there is a dark horse team in the NFC, it's probably the Rams, and I do think they're going to get past Minnesota. This is worst case scenario for Minnesota is that I think they have to face the Rams instead of like the Packers right now.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. I thought the Packers had momentum, God, was it after Thanksgiving or right before Christmas? I can't remember, but obviously like Matt LaFleur is known to be so dominant in December, and things, are falling a little flat. We're seeing some vulnerabilities there. I thought honestly that they were going to go into Minnesota and pull out a dub and even the score and split it, and I was totally wrong. So so the Packers have definitely shown some vulnerabilities. The team that confuses me the most is Tampa Bay, because they are either so hot and so offensively explosive and Baker is on his A game, or you're just confused because they can't put anything together. I mean, I don't know what to make of them against the Commanders.
Too.
What?
I think Tampa Bay gets first rounded too.
Gets bounced.
Oh yeah, Washington.
Yeah.
I have been very high on the Brock Bowers Offensive Rookie of the Year train. I've been pushing that narrative for like the entire season.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I mean, it's hard that we have two offensive rookies that are at QB that are having great campaigns, but I don't hate it. So go ahead.
Well, I don't think Bo Nix deserves it at all. I would, like, if Bo Nix wins it, bad, very bad, throw away the award. Jaden Daniels, I think, would be fine to win the award. Jaden Daniels, in the beginning of the year, I was not a big fan of the season that he was, or not even a big fan of the season that he was having. It was just, he was getting a lot of hype around the numbers that he was putting up. His completion percentage was through the roof. His, yardage and touchdowns were through the roof. But it was a very point and shoot style offense. They weren't asking him to do a whole lot. His run game was, like, his use of his legs was more of his way of like having a check down per se. Like it was get to this read. If it's not there, run. That was the offense at that point. Now it's more of him doing full field reads and using his running, using his legs to escape pressure, to make plays when nothing is there. And I think it's been way better from him in this second half
Side
of the,
note, it
of
looks
the
like
year.
we have an interception.
Uh-oh.
Oh, from Texas, picking off Will Howard.
Yikes. I
that
see
thought.
3 white jerseys
God.
on this interception. This is not good.
I love that Pat McAfee calls Will Howard baby assassin. Or
Baby assassin.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Wow. Texas defense is angry. I mean, like we said earlier, it's gonna come down to these defenses. But
Yeah.
no, I like
Will
the
Howard
argument. It pains me to say I'm calling the Commanders as the upset candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reading that.
I think it's a very I think they can absolutely upset. I think if Jaden Daniels is playing his best football, I don't think Tampa Bay's defense can stop him. And if we're talking like this is kind of how I've gone through a lot of these playoff games. Fourth quarter, you need to go throw for throw. Like each quarterback needs to deliver like a potential game-winning drive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I trust Baker to do that right now.
Really?
Like Baker's hot and cold.
Well, yeah, exactly. 100. That's
the
my
problem.
point. Yeah, totally.
If he's hot, sure, but if he like randomly just like double clutches, his footwork gets off, bad interception, like that's it, and that's still in Baker's repertoire.
Yeah. Well, and this thing, I mean, is it in Washington? God, I have to look at the seeding.
No,
again.
it would be in Tampa because
it's in Tampa.
They won their division.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh yeah, duh. I keep forgetting they won the division because it felt like it took so long between them and the Falcons to clinch. But
NFC South.
Yeah, such a mess. Well, and that's the thing. Like anytime seeing that anyone's struggling against Carolina is just that shows on the resume itself. But yeah, I think the NFC is going to be really, really interesting. On the AFC side, obviously the Chiefs are the number 1 seed. I know, like, we all say this and it sounds so cliche, but to me, again, they haven't been playing the best football. They are just the scrappiest team and always find a way to win. I mean, it's insane. I think it was like they haven't put up 30 points a game all season, and every other team that's been doing that has a mega losing record. And it just goes to show they know how to win the tough games regardless. And I'm always afraid of the Chiefs during playoffs. And again, I'm a Chargers fan, so we have to deal with them twice a year. It's constantly just, annoying. We got an injury, player down. But yeah, I think, Hoff in the chat says, I don't think the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl this year. I'm really hoping that we see some new blood and that somebody in the AFC can take them down. Do you see it being Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or another one of these dark horses in the conference?
I think it'll be Baltimore.
Okay.
I said on Stay Hot that it was a hot take, but then people on TikTok told me it wasn't a hot take. I think this version of the Ravens is better than last year's version of the Ravens.
Really?
People, yeah. I mean, the setup for last year's Ravens was like, well, this is their year to get it done.
Yeah.
Right. Their defense is the best. Like they're the sack leader. They've got their safeties playing amazing. They've got like 3 safeties playing. Hamilton, Marcus Williams, Geno Stone were all playing outstanding. They had 2 great linebackers. Their pass rush was outstanding. They had the great defensive coordinator. Lamar Jackson was the MVP. Like everything was clicking for them.
Clicked, yeah.
I think they're better this year. Early on in the year, the defense.
Well, they definitely have Derrick Henry.
They do have Derrick Henry now, and so Derrick Henry's the big difference maker because I think their defense is playing at least as well right now as it was at this time last year.
Okay.
It like as over the course of the whole season, it hasn't been. But since week 12,
Yeah,
they're
even
the best
without
defense
Zay,
in the
someone
NFL
mentioned,
by
but even
EPA per
without
play.
Zay Flowers.
Is Zay not going to
see.
play? Is that?
What is the update, guys? Because we were talking about that yesterday. Yeah, still ruled out. Yeah.
Okay. So even without Zay, I think they'll be fine. Bateman's taken a big step this year. Mark Andrews has been outstanding. I think he has 11 touchdowns on the year.
Yeah, Mark Andrews healthy. That's a huge like second factor because I mean did he come back in playoffs last year or was he still out all the way through playoffs?
He was very limited
He was
last
limited.
year.
That's what it was. I remember like he came back and technically he was healthy, but he wasn't the same old Mark Andrews, and it felt like Isaiah Likely was having to pick up all those reps. And
and I like Isaiah Likely.
Yeah.
He's a good player, but he's not the number one. It's like David Njoku early on in his career. He's still got a bit of development to do. But their offense looks outstanding. And like you mentioned, Derrick Henry, the addition that he makes is so huge. If they get into a game like last year, where their offense isn't quite getting things together, it's a lot on Lamar's shoulders. They've got the Zay Flower fumble. Instead of having to hand it off to like Justice Hill, you can now hand it off to Derrick Henry.
Right.
It's just it's a different counterpunch that they didn't have last year. On top of their defense is still good. I think they're just as dangerous, if not more.
I like to hear it. No, you're putting together the right argument. Anybody else in Super Bowl? I'm cheering for the AFC team. Let's see. I'd like to see the Bills win the Super Bowl. They're tied for the most Super Bowl appearances without an actual victory. That is fact. And there's a very good chance we see a Super Bowl between two teams that have never won it.
Yes.
It's very, very possible. And somebody has to win. So you don't see as much of an opportunity here for the Bills, even though Josh Allen has had some success in the past in the playoffs getting past the Chiefs.
Yeah, I just don't think they're going to get a chance to play the Chiefs. I think they're going to
they
lose
won't make
the
it that far. Yeah.
No, it's nothing against like Josh Allen. I just don't think the Bills are complete enough, and maybe that is. And again, like that might be the case for Josh Allen.
They're working with less for sure.
They are working with less. So I think it's just going to be a harder path for them. Even though, I would love to see Buffalo win. I mean, that would be sick. But I just don't think. I don't think they don't have quite the juice that Baltimore does right now. Baltimore, I think, is an absolute juggernaut, and I think they're going to be in the Super Bowl.
That was my prediction last year, and they freaking let me down. Oh God!
Yeah, but they won't let you down this year. Trust.
I hope not. That's the thing. I was scared to pick them to win the AFC because I'm like, damn it, it's just not going to happen again. Like, so I was.
Well, it is on. Like, if they don't get it this year, there is going to be a serious conversation about like Lamar as a playoff performer.
Yeah.
Thus far, he has not been a very good one. But like there have been some like circumstantial things where you can be like, well, it's not all his fault. If they don't get it done this year, it might just be his fault.
There's something about it. Yeah, there's definitely something about it. Hoff wants to know in the chat, other than the Ravens and the Bills, who do you think can beat the Chiefs in the AFC, if anybody?
Probably, I think that's probably it. I mean, the Chargers could, but I don't think they will. It's probably just Baltimore and Buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the AFC has much more room. I think the NFC has more room for upsets than the AFC does right now.
Yeah.
It just feels like less top heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And also the Lions are banged up. Like they're the 1 seed, they're the favorite, but as banged up as they are on defense, I know they've been getting it done. If they face Philly, I think they lose.
Yeah. They have looked pretty damn complete. Nick says the only teams capable of beating the Chiefs are Detroit and Philadelphia.
I think Philadelphia is the most complete team in the NFL. They're my pick to win the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yes. They are. If we're talking about as good as the Ravens are, okay, well, what about a team that's just as good defensively, but also they have Devontae Smith and AJ Brown as their receivers. They've got Saquon Barkley at running back. Their offensive line is better. Like, no one has more ways to beat you offensively than the Eagles do. If Jalen Hurts is healthy, which I think he will be, it sounds like he'll be ready for this game.
Right.
And as long as he doesn't like reconcuss himself, they should be fine. I think they are the most complete team in football right now. I think they would beat anyone that they played.
I was gonna say, I mean, could you see a Chiefs Philly rematch and then they get their vengeance on KC?
I could. Jalen Hurts played great in that game last
He
time.
did,
And I think the
or
Chiefs
2 years
were,
ago. Yeah.
Yes.
I was at
And I think the Chiefs were a better
that
team
game.
then.
I was at the game.
Oh.
It was insane. I looked away. Of course, they're winning at halftime and everything. So then I'm talking with friends, kind of not paying attention at like the third quarter, and then suddenly the Chiefs just let their wrath roll all the way over Philadelphia, and I was like, what happened? Like, it's like I blinked and suddenly we had a different game, and then it was the confetti was there, and I was like, what just happened? And
yeah, I think the difference this year with this Eagles team and what makes them better, so much better than last year, what makes them so much better than their 2022 version, is the fact that their defense is so good.
Yeah,
like they've had the great offense in the past. They've had the deep ball connection. They've had the run game. Even before they had Barkley, their run game was good. Their run game is now outstanding, but the defense being as good as it is, and Cooper DeJean, their young corners, them hitting on multiple young corners is insane. Their defensive line is outstanding. Zach Bond being great this year. There's just so much that they're doing right on the defensive side that I think that makes them so much better than they were before, and I think they're going to win it all.
Ooh, my gosh, I loved it. Hot take to win it all. Let's see. I just had the odds up. I need to pull up the book to see if this is updated or not. But Eagles odds as Super Bowl champions are plus 700. That's what it was earlier. Is that
That's not bad.
Is that's still correct? Like you would put your money on that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Plus 700. I mean I would just do the outright. What is it? The bet for Eagles to beat Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
That'll be what I place it on.
Ravens are for Super Bowl champion plus 600. So even less sexy odds.
I'm not surprised the Ravens have better odds.
Right? Let's see. I mean, Rams is interesting at plus 3,500. They're down there, same with the Commanders and Chargers. Yeah, otherwise I don't see any like tremendous value. I think you made such an interesting point. I'm looking at the Vikings here at plus 1,400, and I think you make such an interesting point. Like, we may very well see them get bounced by Los Angeles.
And it's a little unfortunate because they have had such a
they've
had such a great year.
Yeah.
It's been really good. Sam Darnold's been so good. But I think they're still flawed right now, and the Rams are such a tough matchup because they're so well coached and they've got a vet at quarterback that just knows this stuff. Their defensive line is good. It might just be a tough draw for them, but they could get it done. I mean, if they can connect, here's the thing, right? With the Lions game, all these plays where Darnold missed or didn't throw it. If he just rips those passes and connects on the passes that he misses to Jefferson, because there were times where Jefferson was wide open and Darnold missed him.
Really?
By
Okay, see, because I missed this game because I was sick as a dog, so I missed it. Yeah.
It was a great game. But yeah, Darnold got man blitzed a lot. He faced a lot of pressure, and it looked bad. But if he just rips some of the passes to open receivers and connects on the passes that he missed, and it's like the if man syndrome. Have you seen that meme?
No.
It's like Justin Herbert with like a superhero costume on, but it's like instead of Superman, it's if man.
I've never.
It's
Okay,
like,
I'll have to look this
man,
up.
if he had good receivers,
Yeah.
If Joe Burrow had a good defense, it's if Sam Darnold like hits his throws, then they're the 1 seed. If Sam Darnold hits his throws this week, they go on to face Detroit. But
That's
we'll see.
so funny. I'll have to look at this again. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
If man.
What a UT play. Let's see. Luckily we haven't missed any big scoring plays, but talk about
no, a lot of defense still, it looks like.
A lot of defense.
Are they trying to figure out if this is a fumble?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Because I see JTT's tipping the ball out, but Jack Sawyer's bringing him down, and it's hard to see when the knee hits.
Yeah.
But they might also just be calling it incomplete.
Let's see.
Yeah, it stands as an incompletion. And I'm guessing because Ewer's hand was moving forward.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right, so first down for Texas. Man, if you took the under on this game, you're sitting pretty high and happy right now.
You gotta take the it's a defensive battle here. You gotta trust in that. Especially Ewers and Howard are just not the best quarterbacks on the planet.
No. They are blessed with the talent that they have surrounding them. And again, like you said, defenses that are gonna put them in phenomenal position. Yeah. No, they're nothing special. They really aren't.
Yeah, I will say though, Howard. I was talking to someone today. Howard does have one really redeeming quality that I think makes Jeremiah Smith's job a little bit easier, which is those deep balls that he throws. They have so much air under them that it gives him a lot of time to like pick his spot to get up there and make a play. Like him being the athlete that he is, if he can just kind of play like backyard jump ball a little bit, I think that is something that Howard kind of allows him to do, which is good.
Well, and he's looked more comfortable too. That's what I've seen. You know, the later half of the season, not in the Michigan game, but especially here during playoffs. That's just it's been a different kind of confidence. All right, first down for Texas. Who do you got winning this one? Did I already ask you that? I can't remember. Like, were you with me on Ohio State?
I'm with you on Ohio State. I think Ohio State will probably get it done.
Yeah.
They've been all over this run game for the most part.
Yeah.
And this is kind of how Ohio State, I feel like, lost to Michigan. It's like you're trying to avoid the big mistake, keep it on the ground, short game. Like, I don't know how many screens at this point we've seen from Texas, but it feels like so many. I just don't know if you're going to get it done like that. This isn't Arizona State.
Right. Well, and, yeah, and still, to me, giving up the lead that they gave up and
just bad. Shout out Scabado, though.
Oh my gosh, Cam Scadaboo was so fun to watch. I feel like he just got a terrible draw. Like if he were on a different team, I mean, can only imagine.
I mean, I assume he probably could have transferred, right?
Yeah. No, I respect him for not. 3rd and 1, chat, for UT. 4:30 to go here in the third. Let's see what Quinn Ewers puts together.
Nice little run
handoff.
there.
All right, run game is working.
Ohio State's keeping the box pretty light. It's a little bit shocking.
Yeah.
Like their defensive line's good, so it's not like the end of the world. But I don't know. It might not hurt to put 5 guys down or bring an extra linebacker in to try and really stifle this box up a little bit. But then you don't want to get beat over the top.
If they come away with this drive empty-handed and Ohio State gets a touchdown, it's over. Well, I understand the logic there, Nick, but it ain't over till it's over.
I ain't hear no bell. This game ain't over yet.
I really am enjoying. I love the field pass though with Pat McAfee. I mean, I don't know which broadcast you're on, but it is so fun to get a different perspective and just
It's a good play.
patted and smatted.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really think Ohio State would benefit from putting another guy in the box here, especially like this Texas offensive line is like both. They have 2 tackles that are going to get drafted this year. One that's probably going to go top 10.
Yeah, I don't know much about them.
Kelvin Banks is great. He's their left tackle. If he gets hands on, there's the throw over the top.
Oh my! And into the end zone, touchdown, Texas.
Crazy.
Wow, wide open, like you're talking, but geez.
Yeah, so
he heard you saying this about Will Howard, and he's like, let me show you what I got. When yours is.
Yeah, they didn't bring an extra guy in the box. They just came with the blitz, and they left the running back uncovered. And that'll do it. One-on-one with a DB there at the 1-yard line. I mean, you're just not gonna make that play.
There's Matthew McConaughey on the sidelines. Nothing. You can't watch Texas football without it.
Was that Emmanuel Acho on the Texas sideline?
Oh, I missed it. Next to him, next to McConaughey?
I saw like some dude in a tan trench coat, and I'm like, is that?
Oh, that I would say that
Acho?
would track the fashion. Oh, look at that big guy jump. Wow, chat, we got ourselves a ball game. 3:12 to go in the third, and it's 14-all. Holy cow!
Ohio State needs to put together a drive. They have not put together like a sustained drive in a long time.
All right, chat. Now that we are fresh, basically new ball game here. One's in the chat if you got Ohio State, 2's for Texas. One's in the chat if you got Ohio State, 2's if you got Texas. I know it's we always have a very I don't know what it is, but college football, it's like a very small crowd compared to like NFL. Everyone comes out and we got the chats popping. So it's sometimes our chat in here is a little bit more NFL passionate. So I think they appreciate the segue for a bit here, but I know we got enough college football fans in here to get this going. Is there a third choice? One's for Ohio State, 2 for Texas, and we're seeing 3s. 1 for Ohio State, 2 for Texas. 1 for Ohio State, 2 for Texas. I'm impressed. I thought this would take one score through the fourth quarter, and then the Buckeyes would run away with it, and Texas would just look gassed. So that was my script. I don't know about you now that Texas just put that touchdown drive together. Anything that
Texas
you see
looks a
change?
little bit. They look a little bit revitalized on offense. The drive they put together before halftime was 7 plays, 59 yards, a minute 23, and that was their touchdown drive. And then they just went 12 plays, 67 yards. Ohio State has not had a drive of more than 5 plays since the first quarter.
I think that Travion Henderson drive was like 2 plays. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a 1 play, 75 yard
one play,
touchdown. But it's like their last drive, their first drive out of halftime was an interception, 4 plays. Their second drive out of halftime was a 3-and-out and a punt. The drive before the Travion Henderson touchdown, 3 plays, -7 yards, 3-and-out, punt. The drive before that, 3 plays, 7 yards, 3-and-out, punt. Drive before that, 5 plays, 14 yards, punt. And then the drive before that was the only other sustained quote unquote drive to not result in anything, but it was at least 8 plays, 43 yards and a punt. But like they haven't driven down the field even remotely in like 30, 45 minutes. It's been a long time since the offense has done anything. So they have to sustain a drive here at the very least.
Time of possession could win this game. Honestly.
You gotta each team gets roughly the same amount of possessions, roughly the same amount of plays. It's what you do with them.
Yeah. That's facts.
Yeah, I'm right now seeing 11 first downs for Ohio State to 15 for Texas. Ohio State's 2 for 7 on third down. Texas is 5 for 12. It's just getting more shots at it.
Just getting more
so
opportunity. Yeah.
5 penalties for Ohio State, 3 for Texas, and then Ohio State obviously has the interception recently. Time of possession's pretty even though, about 20 and 21 minutes.
Oh yeah. I guess we've just had some empty drives from Ohio State.
It's just like the past, like Texas, this drive and then the drive right before halftime were really good, but outside of that, it's been very slim pickings, especially for the Buckeyes.
Yeah. I was expecting a little bit more explosiveness, especially the way they've come through their first 2 games in the playoffs. So, Texas is holding their own at least at some point right now. So it's they're doing the damn thing. If you stream tomorrow, chat gonna be popping. Oh yeah, because it's NFL action for both. Everyone shows up for NFL games. People just don't show up as much for college football. I don't know why. Who knows? But
that's fine.
Like, I don't know. I always thought that college football fandom and NFL fandom were pretty even, but since streaming, I've found I think a lot of people were very excited for, the video game to come back in college football 2025. But it is interesting, like on the internets in the chat, it's definitely more NFL heavy squad. But it is fun because a lot of people that come in and don't know that much about college football get to learn a little bit and get to be a little bandwagony, which is fun because then everyone feels like they have some sort of skin in the game, especially if they're not betting.
Right.
If we lose, we need to fire Ryan Day. Okay, that's a conversation. We hear it constantly, and it's like, can't beat Michigan, can't win the big game, Ryan Day needs to be fired. Mm-hmm. To me, I have a different perspective on this because you're one of the best programs in the country. I mean, do you mess with what you've got? Do you even think that's like a conversation that should be had, or Ohio State fans just being like...
The only thing that matters to Ohio State fans is beating Michigan.
I know!
Right. And like, I think that's valid. Like, if your argument is we have not beat Michigan in 5 years?
Yeah.
If they don't think he takes it seriously enough, or maybe he thinks, or he just like gets in his own head when they play Michigan, if that's enough to like justify firing him, sure. Like, you talk to any Ohio State fan, they will say the only thing that matters, like we would rather beat Michigan than
win a national championship,
than win a national title. Oh yeah, they would. They would rather go 1-11 if their only win is Michigan.
Oh my God, which is why I think Michigan feels like they had the best season ever, even after winning the title last year. It's like this year was really it.
Yeah. And like I'm an Ohio State fan in the sense that like I grew up in Columbus.
Okay.
Like, but I'm more of a Browns fan than anything else. I don't really like I understand the perspective of like, yeah, they're a great program. And if you fire Ryan Day, the question is like, who do you replace him with?
Right.
It's kind of the same thing with you'll see 49ers fans, they want to fire Kyle Shanahan every other year. Browns fans want to fire Stefanski. Steelers fans want to fire Tomlin. If you fired those guys, they would quickly become the hottest commodity on the coaching market.
100%. 100%. I mean, I even look at that with, it's not quite the same, but I even look at that with Mike Vrabel. Like, to me, I don't know. I just think he's a guy who...
Vrabel is a hot commodity.
He's a hot commodity, and he should have still... I mean, that was not all his fault. So, I mean, and look at the year that they had without him, too. So, let's see. Oh, and we got Tim Tebow on the sidelines now. Okay, Texas is fired up, chat. We're seeing a big momentum shift in the Huck'em Horns crew.
Yeah, the interior offensive line play right now for Ohio State is not looking good.
Yeah, what is
to
happening?
To take really deep drops. And he's not getting the ball out quickly. They're only rushing 4.
All right. Handoff. Third and eternity. Oh, yeah. Thoughts on Bill Belichick to UNC? That's a great question.
Bill Belichick. My question is like, how long does he expect to be there?
I know.
Like, he's not all young and spry anymore. You know, when Saban took over Bama, he was still like a pretty young dude.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine. Like, it's not, I don't have a hot take for this one where it's like it's gonna be terrible or it's gonna be great. Like, I think it'll probably be fine. He'll probably be there for a couple of years and then probably retire again. But my guess is he's there for the same reason that Saban wanted to be in college so bad. You have so much control over your roster and over, personnel, your coaching staff. It's a level of control that most NFL coaches don't get. And it was a level of control that Belichick was able to earn in New England.
Right.
But at this point, he could not get on any NFL team. And so that's why he's in college, is for the level of control that he can have over every aspect of the team.
My thing is, I don't know how he's going to be able to handle like NIL stuff and just all of the flash that comes with college football now.
Oh, yeah. No, Saban never liked it. And I don't
think I feel like half the reason he was ready to be done with it was because of where NIL was going. So
yeah. I don't think he's going to be quite built for it. But one thing that Belichick is good at is getting the most out of the players that he does have. I think he's a better coach than he is like a talent scout. So we'll kind of see how it plays out. But I think UNC will probably have a pretty good year, but I wouldn't expect them to make the playoffs or anything this year or next.
No.
I mean, mostly because like recruiting is a long game.
Definitely. Yeah, exactly, Lauren. Saban wanted no part of NIL. Yeah. Interested. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how he recruits. I'm also a little bummed because I've very much enjoyed his time shining in media. Like, it has been so funny to like watch because it's so opposite of just him and what you expected. And I'm going to miss that. Like,
you got 20 years of like stoic, censored Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you've got this raw, unfiltered personality.
Right.
You're like, oh my God, you're a guy.
You're a human. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my God. All right. 9 seconds and counting in the third here. We are going to the fourth.
All tied up.
Fourth, tied up at 14 apiece.
Do you still believe in Ohio State right now, or are you losing faith?
I still think they pull it off. I mean,
okay.
I'm a little concerned. I think it's we could see what we had last night. You know, it could come down to a not walk-off, quite. That wasn't quite walk-off, but game-winning field goal. But yeah, Lauren's right. It's been a momentum shift for sure. So I don't know. I'm a huge Chip Kelly girl. So like when I was cheering at Oregon, Chip Kelly was our coach. So I am a big believer in his offense, and I know what he's been able to pull out of guys before, and it's just unreal. So I think they're never to be underestimated. That's what I would say. They're never to be underestimated. And I don't trust Quinn Ewers enough. I think that Texas defense is doing a great job right now, and that's what's keeping them in this.
I agree. I think it's mostly the Texas defense. I think the Texas offensive line has also been doing a really good job. But yeah, I don't trust Quinn Ewers at all. But I mean, right now, I don't trust Will Howard either.
They're getting to him a little bit too easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the offensive line for Ohio State on the interior has looked very frail right now. They've got some solid tackle play as well, but it's the interior that's getting them killed. So it'll be tough to see how they could put a drive together right now. But they've got to do something, whether it's maybe some wide zone, get the ball into Judkins or Henderson's hand out wide, or maybe some wide receiver. I'm not usually a big fan of the wide receiver screen game, but maybe there's something you can do: hit a bubble screen, get a reverse. They're not. I haven't been paying attention to the coverage. I don't know if Texas is running a lot of man, so maybe you probably don't want to do a lot of crossers. But you just need to find a way to get quick plays going. You need to get the ball out of your quarterback's hands fast. You need to get the run game going, and it's just hard to do when you're getting pressure up the middle. It's the same reason why the Texans offense has been so stagnant all year. You can't run the ball when your center and guards are getting blown up. You can't throw the ball because you can't step up into the pocket. You always had to bail backwards. It just makes everything harder.
Right. Jared wants to know, well, I guess while we're in commercial, top 5 college football prospects for you. Is that hard?
I haven't watched enough to give a true top 5. It is hard. I will say my number 1 right now would probably be Travis Hunter.
Easy.
I go back and forth on how high I feel on Abdul Carter. I think he's a freak athlete. But I go back and forth on whether or not I prefer him or Genty. Malachi Starks is a guy that I love the talent, but the shoulder injury that he had in spring ball bothers me. It's because those usually aren't something that you're going to be 100% good for forever. Like, it's something that can come back to bother you a little bit. So that's something that I'm watching, and I'm going to be watching for on tape is, does that look like it's bothering him? I love the Texas tackle, Kelvin Banks. Like I meant, he's just a freak when it comes to strength. He's also got a great frame, 6'4", 320. His power when he gets his hands inside is just unmatched he's got to be the most powerful tackle in this class by a pretty wide margin. Footwork is fine. Hand placement can be sloppy at times. I've seen him really pull back and lunge at guys and miss there, but that's pretty rare. Josh Simmons for Ohio State's really good, but I haven't watched enough guys to give a true top 5. But those are some of the guys that I've watched so far that I do really like.
Yeah. Well, and we're gonna see some of these teams finally get some much needed help. Oh, Simmons got hurt earlier.
Oh,
I think I'm a little behind you. Aye. There we go, flag.
Yeah, I don't know if Igbuka would have caught that anyway. It looked
no
a little
way,
long,
no way. Unless he had spaghetti noodles for arms. Like, I
don't know. It looked. He got number 5 had a little bit of hand fighting there. It was he might have been able to catch that. It was a little far, but
looking like he
hey,
tripped.
You'll take yards however you can get. Run here. Oh no, RPO. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you want to call, but yeah, just not.
All
not
right.
an effective play there.
Texas defense is.
Need to have better blocking by your receivers on a play like that. Wow.
All right, 2nd and 12 here, chat, for OSU.
Blitz coming, picked up well. Not a good throw there.
No.
A little low and away when he's
honestly
pretty wide open. But I
surprised he caught that before it hit the ground.
Yeah, I can't tell if he slipped though.
I know.
Coming back to the ball, so I don't know if that was also a little bit on the receiving end, but it just didn't look like a very accurate ball there, despite not really being under pressure. Got picked up pretty well. Ohio State's 2 for 8 on 3rd down. You got a 3rd and long here. They're stacking the line of scrimmage. They're probably going to pull back. Sim pressure. No, they're bringing everyone. Beautiful.
Oh!
Gorgeous. Oh, beautiful. Way to hang in there.
Whew.
Haven't seen that from Will Howard recently. A little bit behind him, but when they send 7, you'll have the space to make that throw. Good play.
Yeah, if blitz doesn't get there, you're stuck with man covered downfield.
Yup. And against these Ohio State receivers, you do not want to be stuck in man coverage. Got time. Oh, so close. A little high.
Oh! Yeah, he's not afraid to toss into traffic right now. That's
no,
for sure.
he is not.
That is for sure.
Buka still could have caught that. It was a little high, but it hit his hands.
You got 2 hands on it, you got to hold on. That's my... What am I saying? That's my logic.
It's right. If you get 2 hands on the football, you should catch it every single time.
That's your job. All right, chat. 1's in the chat if you got Ohio State. 2, Texas. We are deadlocked at 14-14 with 12:26 to go. 1's in the chat if you're taking Ohio State. 2 for Texas. Will Howard's got the ball right now. Ohio State driving. 1's in the chat if you're taking Ohio State. 2 for Texas. 1 for Ohio State. 2 for Texas. 1 for Ohio State and 2 for Texas. Or 3 for Bridget. Thanks, Albert.
Or 3 if you're feeling like it.
Or 3 if you're feeling like it. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what it is, Bladen. We got chat saying, I'm taking the Cowboys. So, it's, we have a lot of people that I appreciate showing up even though they don't care. Or we have a lot of Canadians here, too. Yeah. Who don't have...
They're just having fun.
They're just having fun, exactly. Lauren, spoken like a true Canadian. I'm watching this game and suddenly thinking Notre Dame has a real chance. I know. You know what? Same. I
think Notre Dame's going to have to be able to prove they can throw the ball, though. They just went completely away from... It was just like, okay, we can't
It was
throw.
ground. It was ground and pound all night.
We're just going to run.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's going to work against either OSU or Texas.
Yeah.
Where you just like run the ball 50 times.
Run the damn ball constantly. Yeah. It's so true. I can't even remember what Riley Leonard's passing yards finished at last night, but it wasn't much.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay. It wasn't much. At least I know, like, I feel like for the first half, I remember being like, oh my God, he's only thrown that much. Worked for Michigan. Yeah, Dragon. Taking the Cowboys is never a good idea. Aren't the Cowboys on vacation? I'm taking the Cowboys. Let's see. They've been on vacation since Canadian Thanksgiving, and that's assuming the defense even showed up to begin with. There you go. Well played, Jay Money.
So they ended up throwing 31 passes. Riley Leonard was 15 for 23, 223, a touchdown and a pick. It's not bad.
No, actually, that's much higher than I thought.
Touchdown, 2 picks.
Yeah.
But they ran the ball 42 times, 11 with Jeremiah Love and 18 with Riley Leonard. I think it was in like the fourth quarter, really, where they went super heavy on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had that interception when it was 17-17, and then they went 7 plays, and I think every single...
Oh.
I know they threw it a decent amount on that touchdown drive. They still threw it a little bit within that, but they were running a lot. All right. Ohio State's in Texas territory. I think this is the first time they've been here.
It's been a minute.
The first quarter. That might be another flag. No?
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
I thought the DB got there a little bit early, but I don't know where the ball was. They might have gotten away with one there.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, moving.
Short pass to Judkins.
Check it.
At least make your third down manageable so you don't have to complete a 3rd and 8 against a 7-man pressure. If this gets to 4th and short, do you go for it?
At this point, okay, wait. Damn it depends on where they are in the field.
They are at the... What is that? The 36?
Now I can see. Yeah. I mean, I'm a Dan Campbell kind of gal, so I would say go for it. How about you? Yeah, right. Hoff says depends off short.
Oh, no.
Oh, fudge. Wow. Well, so never mind.
That changes changes the math a
yeah,
little bit.
that changes my math.
3rd and 9. If you get to like 4th and 2, I think you can go.
Then you go, yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard because you don't want to punt it from here. But it's a long field goal.
Yeah.
Well.
Go.
That looks like 4th and 2.
Hi, sweetie. Hey.
They got the clear outs. Break a couple of tackles. 4th and 3. And looks like
4th and a long
offense.
2. 4th and a long 2. Yeah.
There we go. They're gonna go for it.
4th and 4. 4th and 4 or less. The ESPN analytics are saying go for it.
Yep, I agree.
You gotta.
Texas timeout.
Oh, okay. All right, timeout, Texas.
All right, they threw it short of the sticks on 3rd down, which is fine because you were trying. I don't think they were trying to get the first down. I think
yeah.
they were trying to just get
complete
into a 4th and manageable
situation. Yeah.
You cannot throw short of the sticks here. I don't think that is an option. Like the way Texas has been playing defensively, their tackling's been pretty good. They tried to throw a screen earlier this drive and it got stuffed.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to put it past the sticks. I think you got to try and find Jeremiah.
Now's your time.
Get JJ involved.
Yeah, exactly. Get him involved.
He's the best player.
Yeah, it looked like 4th and 7 for a bit there. Yeah. The question is, how close do they have to be to think about a field goal?
I mean, I'm sure they're thinking about it right now. But
I actually I can't even think. I don't even know that much about their kicker.
It's
but
from 35. That's what, 52 yards?
Yeah, it'd be 52. Yeah.
It's long for college.
Yeah, it's long college kid. Yeah. Yeah, credit to the receiver for fighting for every yard. Chat, how does this change things? We've seen a big momentum shift. We're still locked at 14 all. Under 10 minutes to go. Winner gets to go to the national championship. If you're just joining us, we are watching the Cotton Bowl, Ohio State, Texas, all tied up. And college football playoff has been getting increasingly more exciting as the bowls have gone on. I think the early rounds were a little chalk, but this has been fun. These matchups have been great. So, I was very mad at the way the seeding shook out, but now we're getting some good games. And yeah.
Oh yeah.
The universe and God had something good in mind for this one. So props to Texas for holding their own a little bit more this late in the game than I had expected. But we'll see. We'll see if Ohio State can pull away.
They looked tired kind of towards the end of that second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to see them get their second
win. They've got a second win that I did not really expect. Yeah, J Money says, right, first round, home field matters. Second round, rust matters. Semifinals, pretty darn good. Yeah. All right, 4th and 2.
4th and a long 2. Stacking the line of scrimmage again. They sent the pressure last time. I don't know if they'll send it again.
All right, what does Chip Kelly got up the sleeve?
Just the right side. QB power! Oh my gosh! What a play call! Insane.
Oh my God!
What a play call.
Jeez,
what a ballsy
legs!
Play call. I love it.
Yeah, he pulled Danny Dimes, tripped over the line.
Beautiful. Daniel Jones-esque running the ball.
Yep. Can't learn how to slide. Can't learn how to run without tripping. Just kidding.
What a play call.
Wow. All right, 1st and 10, chat. New set of downs.
Henderson in motion. Igbuka.
Jairus might give. Oh. All right. Okay, Igbuka. You know what's wild is, like, there's a really good chance we see a 2-win team win the national championship this year. Isn't that insane? When that's not,
I think it's crazy.
That's not what it used to be, like.
Yeah. It used to be like undefeated.
Or bust. I mean, yeah, it's just crazy. I feel like we should get a redo for so many years.
Oh,
right,
Judkins.
Judkins. Okay, chat. Oh, sorry, a 2-loss team. Did I say? I'm sorry, Hoff. Did I say 2-win? I'm tired.
Did you say 2-win? I didn't.
Well,
pick up on that. This would be the first 2-loss national champion since 2007 LSU. That's insane.
Yeah, see, I'm salty because when I was at Oregon, I think our best year was the 2012 season, and that was the year Notre Dame went undefeated and then went and got their ass beat in the BCS National Championship by Bama. And Oregon should have been in that game. We lost one game by a missed field goal. One game to Stanford, who ended up going to the Orange Bowl and was the top. We were the number 1 team in the country, and then lost on one game on a missed field goal. Played every other game perfect, scored like 100 points on every team. Like, that was our freaking year, but we finished number 3 instead of 2 because of freaking Notre Dame. Like, and it should have been Oregon, Bama. And it's just like, if the system were the way it was now, like, I have this belief that they would have won the national championship this year. Like, what?
Just win the game.
I know, but it was a perfect season except one. Like, there's so much more room there's so much more room for screw ups now. Like,
yeah,
it used to be that you had to be absolutely perfect.
There's not more room for screw ups. It's just now you can't. Now your screw ups would happen in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think
Ohio State
I was
coming
always
in.
a big fan of the BCS system.
You were or you weren't?
I was.
Yeah, I mean, that's just. I think I'm a fan only because that's like what I grew up on, and that's what I'm used to. So it's hard to watch this stuff and be like. But yeah, it's true, Dragon. Yeah, you had to be the absolute best all time. So I think it's just hard watching it now, where like you can have 2 losses and then suddenly, still.
My thing is like, you had to be like perfect to win the national title, but the national title in the BCS system wasn't the only game that mattered. I think that's kind of something that gets lost in modern college football.
I am with you. Totally. Which,
like, I think about Tom Brady winning the Rose Bowl in, what was it, 98 or 99?
It would have been run, and then, yeah.
That was kind of the game that set him up already as like, oh, he's a winner.
Put him on the map. Yeah.
And like, now you win a Rose Bowl, it's like, who cares?
Yeah. On to the next.
Because it's a playoff game. Right?
It's so true.
Yeah, winning a Rose Bowl then, it was a huge deal, and it's like, oh wow, you won a Rose Bowl, you won an Orange Bowl, like winning those bowl games mattered just as much.
Well, that's what I always say. I'm like, I cheered in 3 BCS bowl games. I cheered in the national championship. I cheered in the Rose Bowl. I cheered in the Fiesta Bowl. Like, that used to matter. Like, saying like those, that makes sense. Which is now, if you would say that you even just went to the Fiesta Bowl, you're like, oh, okay, what game was what? Like, yeah, what?
What was that, a second round playoff
Yeah, what second
game?
round? Yeah, like, God, you're so right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I think that was kind of, I think, what gave college football like its pageantry. It's what separated it from being like what made it a very unique sport compared to the NFL.
Right. Hi, baby.
I don't know. I know it's like, oh, now anyone could win the national title, but I don't know. Maybe it actually takes away from some of the accomplishments of like the prior with like, smaller schools that were playing in big bowl games.
Yeah. No, that's so true. Well, and I even think of it as like, I'm like, damn it, like Oregon would have been in the national championship. Not that I am giving any excuses for their performance against Ohio State. There's no excuse. Yes, you can say rust, of course. But there's no excuse for that. But like, to me, that should have basically been the national championship game. Like, to me, Oregon had such a phenomenal season, and not playing in really like a BCS format, to me, it wasn't celebrated that they had the perfect season. Like,
yeah.
Oh, Texas is moving.
Ohio State looks tired on defense.
Yeah. Now. Okay, Helm.
Someone said, ain't nobody buying a $30 national
quarterfinal t-shirt outside the stadium.
That's true. Like, you hang a banner that says, like, college football semifinalists.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't have the same punch as Orange Bowl champion.
Yes. Rose Bowl champion. Yeah. Sorry, unsportsmanlike conduct. I missed that, but
Yeah. Lame penalty anyway.
yeah.
Let them
play. Come on.
Yeah, I think if you push someone down like that, you should get the point. Like, come on. Oh, dude, wide open.
Holy shizballs. Oh my gosh.
There goes that man
Where's
again.
that covered
Golden.
cheese?
It's a great last name.
What?
Golden. Number
Golden,
2.
yeah.
Awesome last name.
Yeah. You're right, Lauren. It looks very comfortable. Way too easy.
They just look slow right now on defense. Ohio State does, and Texas is taking advantage. Ewers is starting to get comfortable. Let's see what they've got here. All right, they've got 3rd and short here. I would expect a run.
J-Modi says if you're Ohio State, let them score. You're getting the ball back with 4 minutes, needing a field goal. Yeah. I get it.
You've had one good drive since the first quarter. I don't know if I would get ahead of myself on. No, we've got get the stop. If you hold them to 3 here, you still have the lead.
Right.
Like, oh.
I love that he said Quinn Ewers got New York Giant football written all over him.
That. I don't know what penalty that's going to be. It could be roughing the passer, or it could be.
I missed it. So.
It's pass interference. So now they're going to have, what, 1st and goal at the 1. 24 put a shot on Ewers. But yeah, they're going to get. What's 1st and goal? Like the 2. Okay, because I guess it's half the distance.
All right,
another.
Oh!
Oh, dude.
Friggin' 6 flags over here.
Back-to-back PI calls is brutal. Like this close to the goal line. I think that's a weak call. I think 2 dove.
Yeah.
I feel like Ohio State might be due for an interception here if they throw it again.
Yeah, especially if he keeps throwing it. If they touch you, fall down and get the call. Nope, handoff.
They're short.
Stuffed.
They're bringing the receivers back on the field. They might put it in the air here, or they might just try and spread out Ohio State's defense and punch it in.
All right, chat, here we go. 2nd and goal.
Looks like man coverage. Outside. Oh, what a play.
Stiff. Woo!
Way to set the edge there.
Okay, defense.
I think it was Ransom.
Yeah, it backfired.
Yeah, that's a great play by Ransom.
Yeah.
Going up against Kelvin Banks Jr. there.
Woo!
Fights off those strong hands and makes the play. That's really great work. That's going to look really bad for Banks on tape, though. He should push that guy over. Lollipop in the end zone. You don't deserve a flag for that. No. 4th and goal.
No flag.
Yep. He wanted one, but that
Yeah.
was a bad throw.
Texas really needs to score here, guys.
So now there's the question of, if you're Texas, you feel like you have to go for it to tie up the game here.
Yeah.
And it looks like they will, but if you feel like you could get a stop, I would consider. Oh my gosh!
Hello.
Jack
I'm
Sawyer!
behind you. Oh!
He does it again!
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Jack Sawyer
To the
does it
house!
again.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my
Jack
gosh,
Sawyer
what a play.
touchdown!
What a play. Jack Sawyer has been making plays for Ohio State's defense all year long.
Oh! I hate Ohio State, but oh!
I said a pick. I feel like this counts, though.
You did! You predicted it. You did. Can someone clip that so we can get that? So I'm actually pretty sure.
They were due for something. They were due
Yeah.
for something. I wanted to say a pick 6, but I was like, that's too bold. But a scoop and score is just as good.
That sealed a game. Oh my lord! Game over,
That was
chat.
an awesome move.
That was
That was an
amazing.
awesome move off the right side by Sawyer. He was going up against who's the other tackle for Texas? Cam Williams, I think it is. Who, if I remember, like, I did not like nearly as much as Banks. So I'm not surprised that he lost that rep. I want to see it again. Here
I
it
know.
is. They're
Let's
showing
see.
it.
Oh, here you go. Or wait, we're getting the
Oh my
replay
God,
of
just
Pat
a pure
McAfee. That's what
speed
I'm
rush.
seeing.
Just a pure speed rush. Beats 56 just instantly off the line. Breaks the hand. Normally what
Thank you,
I've
Binkley.
seen is he can lose a lot with power. And I think Sawyer's a great power user too, but man, he caught an opportunity to just get around the edge there, bend the arc. He got there so fast. Ewers never saw him, never had a chance.
Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Damn. That's the Ohio State I've been waiting for. Like.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing, is like their defense had been like in opportunities to make the stop. They'd been in these kind of bend don't break situations, and they just haven't quite made the play yet. There was the one play. They needed that.
Wow. Nail in the freaking coffin. Jeez.
Yeah, looks like we'll probably see Ohio State in the national title.
Yeah.
Against Notre Dame.
I can't remember. Did you predict in our predictions that we did you predict both Notre Dame and Ohio State as your winners?
I would have taken I took Penn State.
You did pick Penn State? Okay.
So
I was going to lose my balls if Penn State and Ohio State went, and it was a Big Ten championship with Oregon both beating those teams during the season. Oh my God. I was going to lose it. Like, oh, so hard to watch.
Yeah.
Hey, my prediction of a double-digit win kind of came to fruition. I think I did say Ohio State by 2 touchdowns in my preview.
Did you?
I'm pretty
There you
damn
go.
sure. Yeah. Because this is like also fresh off of experiencing what I experienced live at the Rose Bowl. So, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it was, you know, raw. But yeah, I'm pretty damn sure I did. We get it, Tiger Claws. Hang on.
The Ohio State
Yeah,
University.
the
Don't they have a trademark on
Oh yeah, there's something
the-
like that. It's so funny. I laughed so hard when I know when Tennessee was playing them, and they changed the stadium on Apple Maps. Do you see that? Like,
What'd they change it to?
To Neyland Stadium. Is that how you say it? Tennessee Stadium? Neyland?
They changed
it
Ohio
on
State
Apple
Stadium?
Maps to like Neyland North. Like somehow someone changed it on Apple Maps, and
That's
the shoe
insane.
instead of it saying like whatever the stadium's actually called,
Mhm.
it said Neyland North, like for
That's
Tennessee
insane.
fans.
I wanted to go to that game,
Oh,
but I was like, I had a funny feeling it was gonna be a blowout.
yeah.
And it was so cold.
Oh,
I
oh
was
my
like,
God,
I
I can
really
imagine.
want to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
You made the right call. You made the right call.
I knew some friends that went, and they were like, "No, you should have come, man. It wasn't that cold." I'm like, I'm sensitive.
Oh, you're getting a lot of love from 200 pumps in the chat. Love you, Blade and K.
There we
Getting
go.
a lot of that. Whoever scooped that ball up and ran must have ran out of breath. Ohio Stadium. Thank you, J Money. Yeah, I knew it was something basic. That's right. Legit, the only reason he came back to stream. That's facts, Lauren. Jeez, oh, that replay is just, wow.
It's a great play. That was a great play by Sawyer.
Well, I think as of now, Ryan Day's keeping his job, as they're showing that.
Yeah, if they win the national title, he's keeping
Yeah.
his job.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. And I think they will end up winning against Notre Dame. We're down to 2 minutes left. Ohio State up 14. Is there a chance? Could they pull it out?
I mean, it's college football. Anything could happen.
Quick touchdown, onside
kick, yep.
another quick touchdown.
It's 2 timeouts left. I guess I think Ohio State has a 3.
Texas have a few big plays.
Well, I will say it has lived up to the hype to be this competitive of a game, this far. Been pretty darn good. And I applaud you for staying on with us for so long. Not everyone can hang for this long, so I hope you're having some fun at least.
Oh, I am. I
Okay,
just
good.
love watching football.
Right?
I watched last night, had some fun, stayed up a little later than I should have, was a little tired at work today, and I'll stay up watching this game, and then I'm going to watch football tomorrow and watch football Sunday. And
Well, we'll be here. That's what we'll be doing the same. Yeah, we got a couple long days tomorrow, a couple long streams, especially Sunday.
oh yeah, you're streaming all day on Sunday. Oh man.
Yeah, Sundays are long days.
You are a trooper and a soldier for that.
Appreciate that. Thank you. and Fishin says, don't forget Monday also. Yes, also Monday.
That's true. It's
Also
5
Monday.
days of playoff football.
5 days. The great playoff payoff, chat. Same game parlay, sweat free on FanDuel every single day. 2 minutes. Old timing rules now in effect. So you're saying there's a chance. Exactly, J Money.
There's always a chance.
There's always.
It would be probably the craziest comeback I've ever seen in college. I mean, I feel like there was a pretty big comeback like this in an NFL playoff game kind of recently that I'm forgetting. Someone remembers in chat.
Yeah, if someone remembers in chat, we do have some football historians in here. Yeah, it all blends together for me. Hi, King Live Jade, how you doing? Yeah, we got to go Chargers go tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be representing. We will be representing.
Oh, they'll get it done. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we definitely got lucky first round.
It's a very favorable matchup.
Good. Oh. Oh, that poor kid. He was crying. So Pat McAfee went up to him and... Yeah.
And Bridget K.
Hey, Triple Threat Pod. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. Visionary, thank you for the follow. JP, one and only, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How you guys doing? Welcome on in.
Aggravates the stew out of me.
Triple Threat Pod, thank you for that follow as well.
Aggravates the stew out of me.
Way FMG, Kelly McGinnis, Sabash. Thank you guys. Hi Chief, how you doing? Hey Andrew. We are watching the end of Ohio State, Texas.
Oh my gosh. Shoot. Aggravates the stew out of me. Jeez.
Well, I will
Oh!
say we have watched the end of Ohio State, Texas. I was waiting to see if, because I know you're behind. I was waiting to hear your reaction. That's the game. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Wow. And Ohio State basically punching their ticket there to the national championship. But hi, new people. If you are new, coming in for the first time, can we get a shout out for Triple Threat Pod? Can we get a shout out for Triple Threat Pod? Please give them a follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in. My name is Bridget. I'm a full-time content creator and host here on the wild world of the internet. I am a former sports anchor for CBS and NBC affiliates and a former NFL cheerleader for the Chargers. I also cheered for the University of Oregon. Go Ducks. I don't want to talk about it. I'm also a huge mental health advocate, and I dance on TikTok and other forms of social media under the alias Only Sloths in a sloth costume. So if you see me, that's me. We are watching football here with our friend Bladen from the FanDuel fam. We are part of the FanDuel fam here. Ohio State basically sealing their fate and moving on to face Notre Dame in the national championship. So if you are new, introduce yourself. Let me know where you're tuning in from, who your favorite teams are. We are live for every single NFL game all season long. So we will be live tomorrow for both games, including my Chargers playing the Texans. And then, of course, Sunday, we got a 3 slate of games, a long 12-hour day. So make sure you come in. And then Monday, we got... I guess Monday's the Rams-Vikings game, Monday Night Football. Mm-hmm. So make sure you stick around with us. Turn those notifications on. I'm live for every game. We do a lot of betting here, so we will have a three-leg parlay going tomorrow. So if you want to come sweat your bets with us on FanDuel, here's the place to do it. And if you're a big DFS player, you like playing daily fantasy, we do have a free contest, a $100 free play on FanDuel Fantasy. Use the command FD in the chat. And you can enter your fantasy football lineup to win $100 in the free play. It's pretty sweet. So, yeah, that's basically the spiel. So great to meet you new people, and thank you guys so much for that raid. Wow, so time just to counting down until we see that Ohio State trophy raised. Yeah, Matt is going crazy, right, Lauren? Bladen, your thoughts?
The defense is what made the play, right?
Yeah.
That's what we've been talking about all night long, is how great these defenses have been. The score is obviously a little bit higher than it was, even just a few minutes ago. But it was the defenses that were making the plays. Ohio State had only a handful of really successful drives all game. They had the 173-yard touchdown run before halftime. But before that, they had only put together one solid drive early on in the first quarter. It was their first drive of the game, and it wasn't until their last real full drive of the game where they were able to put together another one.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out Texas defense for keeping them, pretty bottled up for most of the game. And it just came down to Ohio State. Jack Sawyer coming off the edge there at the end, off the right side of the offensive line, beat him with speed and got Quinn Ewers quickly. Forced the fumble. Defense has made the plays. Defense has made the plays today. We thought Texas had Ohio State on the ropes there. They were looking tired, and they got their. We talked about Texas got their second win coming out of halftime.
They did.
Ohio State got theirs. with 3 minutes left in the game.
Jeez. Man, it was damn defense. Wow.
It was.
And this to be the final. I'm pretty sure I said 2 touchdowns. I'll have to go back and look.
We'll say that you said 28-14.
We'll say that I said 28-14. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
The history books will look kindly on you.
Right. Well, I'm pretty good with Ohio State scores for whatever reason it is. Like when Oregon beat them, I said Oregon would win by 1 point, and they did. So I was pretty proud of that. So we'll pump myself up the same here. Well, Ryan Day keeps his job another day. That's for sure.
For now.
That's for sure.
For now, he's still employed.
He's still employed. It's a win all around. I mean, before we let you go, Bladen, anything else you want to leave us with? Also, I wanted to get maybe one bet that you like this weekend for the NFL games. If we could take a look at the books and what your favorite, whether it be a player prop or something straight up, and maybe we can add it into our chat parlay tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll say this. I made a video about this earlier today. We talk about coaches losing their job, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do not like that Lou Anarumo for the Cincinnati Bengals got fired. I think that was a mistake. And I think the bigger problem there is not that he was fired, but that it was Zach Taylor that fired him.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Zach Taylor fired 4 assistant coaches.
Okay.
Including Anarumo.
Yeah.
He has, I think, way too much power for someone who really is not that great.
We've seen that backfire for a head coach multiple times too.
Yeah, but it's a problem that I think is just structurally with the Bengals at this point. I mean, they kept Lewis around for 16 years. They didn't win one playoff game. So I don't know. There is kind of a line you have to dance around keeping coaches too long versus, getting rid of them too early. I think the Bengals probably would be better off moving on from Zach Taylor than they would have been Lou Anarumo.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see, and we'll see with Ryan Day. If they win the national title, I don't think you can justify firing him.
No.
But the losing to Michigan all these years, I can't blame Ohio State fans, diehards, for wanting him gone. That's the thing they care about the most.
Oh, man.
It is important, beating your rival.
Yeah, it is.
In Ohio State and Michigan, it's the biggest rivalry that I can think of in
college
American sports at least.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm with you. Wow.
It's tough.
Yeah. Watching that run again to the house.
But as far as bets that I might like for the upcoming NFL games, the anytime touchdown scores are always interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's usually people you can count on. Derrick Henry seems to be someone you can always count on.
Solid.
Saquon Barkley, someone you can always count on.
Yep.
I know those are probably close to locks in the books at this point.
But we here's the thing. Here we like them when we're putting it together for a parlay. Might as well because, it's.
You might as well.
Yeah.
It on Stay Hot, we do a segment all season called the Stay Hot Locks.
Okay.
Where it's a snake draft where we pick games that we consider locks for the week.
Okay.
And you get as many points as you get teams right, but if you get any of them wrong, you get 0 points for the week.
Oh.
And then of course a tie is just a wash, so it doesn't count for or against you.
Right.
And so what we've been doing is we'll put our locks together as one ticket. And so I'm trying to think if I could put together a Stay Hot Locks ticket real quick.
Woo.
It would be the LA Chargers would be a pick for my first pick would be the Ravens over the Steelers.
Okay. So Ravens money line?
Ravens money line.
Okay.
Picking the spreads is always tough. especially those divisional matchups.
Yep.
Steelers like to play them close, and it could be a close game.
And it is
But I
minus
think
9.5. I don't. That's still.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's 2 possessions.
Yeah.
Like, anything could happen.
Right.
Ravens money line feels like a very, very big lock. I think Buffalo money line also feels like a lock.
Mm-hmm. Again,
And-
I would play that spread if it were, minus 6.5. Like if it were closer to a touchdown, but minus 8.5, I don't like it.
It's big.
Yeah.
But if you want to play the spread, I would say the Chargers game is the one to do.
Okay.
that.
Minus
I mean,
3.
it's what, -3 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like a safe game to play the spread on. I don't know if there's any other games that I consider lock. Maybe Philly, depending on the health of Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love. I know Jordan Love is slated to play.
Yeah.
And he's been practicing, but he's had a sore elbow as of late. So maybe that is a lock as well.
Yeah.
So would be kind of a weak wild card weekend if I got 4 locks right. But
It's well, and especially with Philly, that game being a home game, I mean, that's a tough place to play.
Mhm.
So
it is.
well, I like it. We'll add it in for our parlay tomorrow. We do love anytime touchdown plays. So yeah, maybe we'll look at it's not super sexy, but a Derrick Henry minus 185 anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
Might get after it there. So some of our super sharp friends don't always like it, but it's fun for us to sweat together. That's the thing. I always try and go back to how fun it is when we're all watching the games here together, and we might as well, sweat out something fun and get excited.
Someone just put in the chat. That's a good point. The Rams-Vikings
Yes,
game is now neutral site.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that does make things a little bit more interesting.
That does, right?
It's in Arizona now,
Yeah,
right?
State Farm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still closer to LA, but
Yeah.
it is technically neutral.
It's technically neutral, but Rams fans don't travel that well, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see how much the stadium fills up. That'll actually be really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Bladen, it has been so fun having you. I know we both need to go to bed. Where can everybody find you? Because I would love to have you back anytime you want to come on and talk football. I mean, again, we're live for every single NFL game, so if you're feeling like you want to come on, and I know we're getting your podcast shouted out in the chat right now, but where can everyone find you?
If you want to find me, you can just go to bladen.com. It's that easy.
Wow.
I own the domain rights. Everything is there.
How did you snag that? That's amazing.
It was very easy. Pretty much everything of mine is just Bladen except for my Twitch, which is Bladen K, and my Instagram, which is Bladen K.
Okay.
But yeah, you can just find everything on bladen.com. The podcast is there. My music is there. You see my guitars and my drums behind me.
No way.
Yeah, so everything will be there. I'm working on updating. I have my QB ranking quizzes there as well.
Ooh, cool.
So if you ever feel like just ranking quarterbacks and have like 10 to 15 minutes, you can just sit there, click away, pick quarterbacks against each other, and it'll spit out your rankings. I'll be updating that with some consensus rankings soon. So when you submit your ranking, it'll get uploaded to the database and it'll go into a consensus ranking. And
how cool.
People want to see wide receivers
Yeah.
in there as well. So I'm working on that too.
I love it.
Bladen.com. It's that easy.
Bladen.com. That's easy to remember. Well, chat loved meeting you. And we'd love to have you back on an NFL day whenever you're feeling up to it. We're always here.
Oh, anytime.
Yeah.
I'm always up for it. Thank you for thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, of course. Yeah, we love this. This is our favorite thing to do, and glad that chat was nice enough to you and didn't give you too much of a hard time. So
they were splendid.
Yeah. It's a good crew. All right, thank you so much, Bladen. You are awesome, and then we will see you next time.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, guys. How about it? Did we have so much fun? Did we have so much fun? Oh my, what is happening? How did this, what did I just do? How weird. Oh my God, it didn't go back to my, how funny. It didn't go back to my original. That's so funny. Did we have so much fun with Bladen? That was awesome. I am going to, one of my favorite guests to have. Yes! I know. Loved having him. Loved having him. Oh, bye, Fishman. Guys, let's raid out to the FanDuel channel. Just bump up the viewership over there really fast. Let's bump it up, bump it up, bump it up. Reminder, I will be live tomorrow, I believe, 12:30 PST. I need to double check. Make sure you're following me on social media. I will post in the morning to be 100% positive. And all right, let's boost this over here. Okay, yeah, kickoff. Okay, so kickoff is at 1:30 p.m. PST. I will be live around 12:31 PST. So yeah, so make sure you get in there, and we got Chargers Texans kicking off first. So I would love for you guys to tune in, come hang out. We're going to have a grand old time, long football weekend. Make sure you get in early, though, if you want to tailor our per sleigh. Also, thank you to all of our new friends who tuned in tonight. It was great to meet you all. Make sure you come back for more football tomorrow. And yeah, that's about it. All right, guys, love you so much. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because that's where I keep you guys posted the most. Have a great rest of your night. Be kind, be safe. And I will see you tomorrow for more football live right here on Twitch on my channel and the FanDuel channels. And we're going to have a lot of fun. All right. Bye.